good and what's not. And that Eminem shit right now is not what's good.
Not good. Why don't you do a record with Beyonce when she ain't been
I mean,
like
I watched the whole conversation about it on Everyday Struggle, and I agree with the fact that it does provide a good intro. It's gonna be a light 6. It's gonna be a light 6. It's gonna be light. It's gonna be very common. But Eminem hasn't really. Keeping it complete. Eminem is, I give him, but he hasn't really had a great album time. Relapse was cool. Recovery had his points. But
Slim Shady and Marshall Mathers is the best too.
Yeah, Eminem show was cool. I like both of them. I haven't really gotten into him too much.
Same.
Straight up and down. Yes, features.
My bad.
I'm consigned. Very consigned.
Huh? You're very concerned?
Consigned. Yeah, very much.
You have every right to be.
I think Detroit is making some of the best hip hop in the world.
How do you sign Griselda and don't have them on the album? Or nobody from Joe Budden or nobody.
But you know what though, Gadget? But not even that. How do you make an album with that many pop artists? Like, let's just look at it on face value. It's almost doing the 360 of everything that you stood for before. Not even a 360 or 180, because I guess a 360 will bring you right back to where you was. So it's doing a 180 on everything that you stood for and stood against before. And now all of a sudden it's like mad pop artists. Like, I didn't even want to hear the Beyonce shit. And now to look at the track list, I don't even know if I'm going to preview the album. Like, right now, I have no fucking...
Nigga, he got a song with Pink.
Nigga. But so, hold on. So, you know what? I'll take that back. I might listen to that Pink song just because of Pink. Because, Pink from Philly. So, I might just ride with that song just off of that shit. But it's going to get one play one time because of her, not even Eminem, and that's sad. And then I ain't fucking with that album.
Damn.
Yeah. But I fuck with Pink, though, like, as an artist. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? I know a couple of people who knew her growing up and shit, so... Other than that,
I always fuck with Pink.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's just like I fuck with Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears to a certain point, but Christina and Pink can really fucking blow. Like, they got lungs for days.
I just looked at the playlist and it's just, I have no desire to listen to the album.
Nope.
Like honestly,
this was a good week though, music wise.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was a lot of stuff that came out. Depending on what you into.
You've seen the post I put up, Wallace, in the picture I put up in our group joint, the chat.
What was it?
It had Crooked Eye dropped the volume 2 from the Good vs. Evil joint. I grabbed Big Sean Metro Boomin.
Yep.
That Big Sean Metro Boomin joint, man. That shit rocking, man. Like,
but can we address the elephant in the room?
And the Static Selector joint. The Static Selector shit is...
I haven't heard the Static Selector yet either.
I saw the video. I haven't heard the whole CD.
Yeah, grab the whole CD, man. He got some niggas on there I never heard of, but they kind of spitting ill. But then he got, the typical cast like the Run the Jewels, Action Bronsons, and Joey Badasses, and I think he even got 2 Chainz on there somewhere. But other than that, like, it's hard ass niggas and niggas you never heard of, you know what I mean? But that's spitting. He got Joyner Lucas on there, kind of just doing what Joyner Lucas do. And I think the highlight, probably for all of us, just based off of who it is, he got a Sean Price verse with Wise P and Tech from Smith & Wesson on the same track. Like, that's the highlight for me. One, because of the Sean Price, but then he got Wise P and a member of Smith & Wesson, you know what I'm saying? But Other than that, I mean, he got nut ass P&B Rock. I really wasn't feeling that. And I'm from Philly, but I don't be fucking with that dude. MOP. Look, and the fucked up thing is, yo, he got P&B Rock and Lil Fame from MOP on the same goddamn track.
Oh,
I hate mashups like that.
Me too. Like, yo, what is the point of that? You like, why force some shit? Yeah, so you know, but then you got Raekwon and Royce on the joint. So you know what I mean?
That's like eating a hot dog with jelly on it.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like, why would you just force those two things together? You know, but other than that, man, he got some shit on there. He got, matter of fact, he got a Prodigy joint. So he got a Sean Price verse on one song and a Prodigy verse. I think it's just actually a Prodigy solo joint, if I remember correctly. But that shit was pretty dope. And for not knowing the Static Selector was about to drop a project, I was real pleasantly surprised.
Yo, I saw the couple videos for the Serato sample challenge.
Right.
I am all fucking in. Oh my god.
You all in for the product itself?
I already have it.
Oh, word. Okay.
But I'm saying the fucking challenge. There's people
out
here
making to do it.
Yeah. Yo, I got inspired today. I don't know. I forget whose video I was watching, but that shit was stupid.
Man, well then please holler at Jay Bishop and, you know what I mean, bring him back to the music side.
Jay Bishop is the mad rapper on Twitter.
Yeah, true that. Tell him why you mad, son.
Yo, every post is fuck these niggas with no money.
Yo, the funniest post, bro. I know you seen this shit, Gadget. He was going in on motherfucking Ryan Leslie. Did you see that shit, man?
Put his ass apart.
Yo. Yo, the nigga Jay Bishop went in.
The nigga went in on Chris Brown.
He had $1 million in his pocket.
Yo, the Chris Brown shit was hilarious, man. Like, look, the Ryan Leslie shit was damn near just as funny as Chris Brown, but Chris Brown might have been a little bit funnier. Yeah, Bishop out there wilding in Japan, man.
But he's right. Nobody's gonna listen to no fucking 46 songs from Chris Brown.
Nah.
Hell no.
At least not in one sitting. It kind of depends on, you know what I mean, if you chilling with your niggas or you chilling with some nut ass broads.
Yo, why did this nigga what the fuck is his name? Lil Pump?
Oh my god.
This nigga signed a 7-album deal for $345,000.
No, you can't be serious. As much as he talking that bullshit and Gucci gang this and all that. 345.
7 albums and they got to be 14 songs or more on each album.
So the only thing going for that little nigga is them 14 songs gonna have about the same 25 words in it and repeated hooks. So he good. You know what I mean?
I mean, if he could tour, he can get money off the touring, all right?
He already got Gucci Gang. I guarantee one of the songs is gonna be Louis Gang, and it's gonna be the same shit.
Louis Gang, Gucci Gang.
But yo, 7 albums? Come on, B.
That you know what that just goes to show you the climate of today, like what they feel about rap, and you know what I mean.
No.
Like, oh my god, yo, damn.
That shit includes your marketing budget. That includes paying producers. That includes your flights. Yep, like what is niggas thinking about? $345,000 will last 3 years on a nigga that's stupid, and he looks stupid.
You know what though? But here's the flip side to that. So he gets $345 from whatever. What label you said it was? Atlantic?
He on Atlantic, I think.
Yo, you know what? Atlantic in the last like 2 weeks to the last month, they done signed a lot of motherfuckers for whatever reason. I'm not sure what like the rush to all of this. Let's sign everybody real quick shit is. But back to this Lil Pump shit. So he gets $345 for these nut ass 7 albums. The crazy shit about that though, that shit sounds whack to us right now. But if you look at how much these little punk ass, Lil Pumps, Lil Yachty's, and Lil whoever's is making off of appearances and shows, that $345, like they gonna make that shit back up in about 5 shows.
But he's in the 360. So the label's getting that too.
Oh no.
Like,
Damn, he in the
Everyone
360.
thought he was stupid. Everybody thought he was stupid. This proves it.
Wow. So yeah, if he's in the 360, that changes the whole shit. But if he's not, then the show money is ridiculous because these little assholes is getting at least 50 a show. Like him, Lil Yachty, and all them motherfuckers.
It's known these niggas don't sell albums. They just sell singles.
They sell singles and streams.
So
Yeah.
7 albums is going to be a stretch for him for 14 songs. I guarantee you.
Man, I don't know though. Hold up though. I don't know because you know what? These little motherfuckers do have the crazy ass fan base, man. These millennial motherfuckers is actually buying shit. Like motherfuckers is actually buying albums on
But
Apple
no,
Music.
Little Yachty didn't sell.
Oh, word?
No,
See,
he
I don't be checking them niggas. Oh, he didn't? Okay, I don't be checking them niggas.
You know, I just saw the video for Motorsport, the Migos and
what's that, Cardi and them? Is that the one with
Minaj
Cardi
and
Nicki Minaj and Cardi B.
I saw in the video they had a bunch of different clothes. They had somebody vaping. They had all these kind of things. And if you look at the description of the video, so the marketing is one thing, but the merchandising is so ridiculous. You know, and if you got a 360 deal and you're participating in those kind of endorsements or whatever, yeah, your label is getting a check out of that.
You said there's links to what, the merchandise and like the
your merch can be accrued, they're gonna get their chip.
Yeah, that's with everything, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, unless you totally independent, you know, I mean, even to the point where you're not relying on nobody for distribution and marketing. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, that shit's gonna come at a cost too. So unless you're totally independent, you always gonna be at the, you know, the beck and call of a label or whatever. That's why, you know, when the dude Chance the rapper, and that's my guy, but when he keeps screaming that independent shit, like, nah, bro, you got $1 million from Apple. That doesn't make you independent no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gave you that money for a reason. Like, you doing something for them. They didn't just give you that shit willy-nilly. You know what I mean? Like, nothing is free on the real, especially when niggas give you money. It ain't free.
Right.
Doesn't he got a distribution deal with somebody?
Would that for them to have exclusivity for like 2 weeks or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. But at the same time, you did pay for that. So that no longer puts you in the independent bracket. You know what I mean? Like,
yep. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, and that, like, I'm using the technical version of it because they paid you for a service. That's the same thing as what the label's going to do.
So
you know what I mean?
About things like Tornado.
But that's no diss to Chance at all, because I don't give a shit if he's independent or he's signed to whatever. He's doing a lot of good things for his city and for music that nobody else is doing. So I don't even really get caught up in the whole independent versus whoever. Like, just do you, young dude, and put on. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Can I give you guys my opinion on something? I don't get Chance. Yeah. I just don't get him.
Who?
I think it's just me though.
Hold up, you don't get who?
I don't get Chance the Rapper.
Like, as far as what he's trying to be or who he thinks he is.
He doesn't like his music.
No, not at all.
So did you hear the last, like, the album joint? What was the name of that shit?
Coloring book?
Yeah, the coloring book. Like, did you actually listen to that joint from start to finish?
No.
The only one that I listen to it either.
But all right, so, and y'all know me, I don't really give a fuck about these other little niggas. But just do me a favor though, because I felt the same way that you did, and my son kind of put me on. Just one time, listen to Coloring Book start to finish. I didn't really fuck with Chance's other shit and stuff that he was doing, but I had a good appreciation for that album. And I don't really request shit of anybody, but I think you might get an appreciation of what he can do. Maybe not what he does, but like the potential of, okay, because he kind of reminds me like a Tory Lanez type of dude, a nigga that can do what everybody else is doing, but make it a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And not like he's gonna be like your favorite But you might be like, all right, you know what? I still don't fuck with Chance, but he all right. You know what I'm saying?
No, I got you.
Gadget.
Yeah,
Mental, what's
you know what I
up?
mean? Hey, CX, what it is, brother.
How y'all doing? How everybody doing?
Good,
What's
brother.
up, brother?
Good last
Yeah,
stream,
peace,
man.
everybody. Peace. Nobody speaks to
So,
directly.
so you know when an artist is getting $345,000 for 7 albums, you know producers ain't getting paid.
Hell
Nigga,
no.
look, producers don't seem to get paid no matter what the damn budget is, man.
Hey, look, this motherfucker's stealing off YouTube for that kind of money.
Yeah, but you know what? So isn't look real quick on the Chance the Rapper shit. Didn't the Justice League get at this little nigga a couple times about the whole producer and payment shit?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm
I'm
like.
sorry.
I fuck with
I'm
Chance,
sorry.
but on the music tip. But maybe outside of that, who knows?
Man,
One, two.
I look at it like this, man. If I'm doing shit legally and you do some fuck shit like that, you gonna bring the other side out of me.
Word.
We,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I come, that's why I be telling dudes when I be recording and dealing with them musically, I'm like, man, don't bring that street shit from me around me. I'm trying to get away from it.
Right.
But if I'm doing some straight shit like that, you just gonna rough me off? Oh nah, man.
Yeah.
Hey. You
Oh,
know,
no.
because that's ridiculous, man. That man's sitting on bread. He act like he don't want to pay nobody, but he ain't the only one.
And that's the thing, yeah.
I just saw the interview with T-Pain where this nigga had to borrow money for Burger King. Like, yo, Birdman owes you billions, and you borrow money for Burger King. Come on,
T-Pain?
But that's T-Pain's fault though, because he was buying Bugattis and all that other crazy shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Did you hold up, Gadget? I gotta ask. Did you see T-Pain saying that?
Yeah.
Word? Like, yo, this nigga had hits for days.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they was down there living that high Miami life. Him, Scott Storch, all of them, blowing money up, man.
But real quick, the new T-Pain album that just dropped a few weeks ago, that shit is a banger.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Wallace. Yes, that shit. Well, you know what? Every T-Pain joint has been a banger. But yeah, like, and that's what people be sleeping, Wallace. I don't think they know. Like, this nigga T-Pain really started out as a rapper, and he can really sing without the auto tune. This nigga's nasty.
That shit, the circus one.
Oh my god, yo.
Well, Can't Believe It with Lil Wayne, man, that's a fantastic fucking album, bro.
Yo, this nigga T-Pain is a genius.
Yes, he is.
Yo, he writes the songs, he raps, he sings, he produces the beats, and he makes his own videos. Like, the nigga is, he killing this shit, man.
Hey, I think the whole auto-tune thing came about. He found something that can generate with the young kid and was selling, and he just went with it.
But you know what, Net? Have you ever heard T-Pain without auto-tune?
Oh yeah. I know.
He don't even need it, and he can rap.
That's what I'm saying. I think he just found something that gravitated the younger people, caught their ear. He knew he could sing. He knew he could write hooks and shit. So he just found something that would draw them in and just cast them checks off of it.
You know what's funny though? Like, T-Pain been doing the auto shit, if y'all really think about it, probably for like the last 7 to 10 years. So he not even like it. Because he only puts music out sporadically, and he ain't out there like everybody else, like 46 songs like Chris Brown, like we talking about earlier. Yeah. Like, when the nigga T-Pain drop, it be like a whole different thing, and he don't even be promoting this shit. But when that nigga drop, he gone.
It's been 7 years since his last album.
Exactly. And look, as soon as he drops some other shit, niggas right back on it. Like, as soon as I heard, T-Pain got some new shit, I was right in my phone. Like, yeah, let's go.
But you know why, baby?
How is Birdman not dead yet?
You know why Birdman be doing what they be doing?
Nigga owe me $51 million. It's gonna be a body.
But see, that's the thing.
But see, the thing about Birdman them is they got that big ass deal, and they handling all the financial aspect, even through paying royalties and everything. That's why people getting mashed off like that. That's what's going on. Cause it's like we got this distribution deal, but we also handling paying royalties to people, and that's how they've been getting people like that for a while.
I think that's what the dude, the nigga Slim, Baby's brother, the tall nigga. I think he the paper gangster of the whole organization, because if you really peep it, yo, he's like Kareem Biggs Burke from Rockefeller. Biggs was never in the videos like that. He was not on that Jay-Z Dame Dash shit. He was the money man. Like, he was the silent partner, even though people knew he was there. And that's how Slim is from Cash Money. Like, niggas know that that's Baby brother, but niggas know, like, you don't really see him. He's not in the big time of videos. He's not in the fucking bling bling. He behind the scenes. I think he's the Puff Daddy of the Cash Money shit. Like, he gonna get the paperwork right for them. Other than that, you don't really know Slim for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody can really pinpoint where he's been at. So, you know, there's just different levels to whatever you're doing. Like, that shit crazy, though. But if you really think about it, that's probably what Slim is known for. He probably on some gangster shit like C Murder was for No Limit, but he probably also the paper gangster, too, while he let his brother do the tattoos on his bald ass head and all that other shit, fake ass relationship with Tony Braxton.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that snow is coming.
I guess all in all, it's still about branding, and Baby the face of the brand.
Yep, but unfortunately, Netmaker, our version of branding is not what's cool today.
Exactly.
And that's the fucked up thing. Like, even, you know what I mean? Like, oh, man, yeah, it's not cool today, man.
Yep, you're absolutely right. I mean, and the thing with that...
What else came out today?
Okay, the Big Sean joint, the quality control joint, the static selector joint, Mental talked about. The
Crooked Eye.
The Crooked Eye joint. Hold on. That's all I heard. I didn't even hear the Crooked Eye joint. I heard a lot of the Big Sean joint and a lot of the quality control joint. You know what? I was hoping that, okay, Migos have this big impact and everything. They
you said quality control.
Moving up.
Wallace.
Moving up, you know, to the moving up the tiers of being successful in rap and all that. My hope was that they was going to do something on this project. They was going to do something on this project that was going to make me kind of convert and be like, okay, yeah, these niggas is really, they got their niche, and what threw me off about the album was the vocals.
You wasn't feeling the Joe Budden diss?
I mean, I saw that. I saw it. It was like, that was like,
nigga, that was featherweight. Like, Migos should never diss with anybody after this. You know,
because quiet is kept. The thing that's ended up happening, what people aren't realizing, and kind of what he was talking about on Everyday Struggle, is they're making him relevant. Like,
yep,
you know, he's one of the right now. You know what I'm saying? That show got 600 views a day. I mean, 600,000 views a day.
Yeah,
that's one of the biggest shows on the internet right now. You know what I mean? So gotta give it to him. Where is the hack? Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, they slowly making him relevant. Joe Budden could come out and destroy them cats.
Yeah,
Easy.
but it wouldn't make no difference to the Migo crowd. They looking, you know them young as is, or he old. You feel what I'm saying? And plus, there's a lot of time that try to go from they claim they can rap off of hip hop beats. Well, they can rap off hip hop beats, and then when they go to the trap shit, they think they can kind of rap the same way. I'm like, that shit goes over their head. You can't rap that flow shit. So it wouldn't even be an equal battle. You know what I'm saying? It would not be an equal battle at all.
Not at all. And I think that's why Joe knows there's no need to. He don't even respond to niggas that can halfway rap. Like, he would never respond to these niggas.
He does respond to niggas that can rap. He does respond to niggas that can rap.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's not gonna respond to niggas like the Migos.
No, I wouldn't either.
Nope. But I bet you we're gonna get some funny ass tweets out of this. Shit, I'm here for it.
Yeah, that's a guarantee.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
Joe. I like Joe. Joe is. I like Joe. I do.
Yeah, exactly, man. When everybody was getting caught up in like, oh, he's an emo nigga, this, that, and the third, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, what y'all mad at? You know, he was one of the first like real hip hop dudes to embrace the whole reality TV and putting his whole life out there and all of that. And now look at what hip hop has become. Everybody has a camera in their face, and you know what I mean?
He's like an old head, and you can tell he's angry. Not angry, but just like I don't fuck too much with these young cats, but he's not Lord Jamar mad.
But he does fuck with a lot of young cats though. That's the thing. Like he says it all the time on Everyday Struggle. Like he actually fucks with a lot. He even fucks with 21 Savage. Like he the reason why I listen to that superstar shit that 21 Savage is on is because Joe Budden was like, yo, 21 Savage killed that shit. And for him to say that, I was like, oh, now I gotta hear it.
Did
he rap like something wrong with him.
But did he kill it though?
You know. I mean, I think he killed it for 21 Savage, but in our definition of killing anything, nah. You know, we gotta separate our definition from the other shit.
You hit him with one of them. Come on, son.
Exactly. But you know what? You know, once I listened to it, I was like, actually, this song is pretty cool. And 21 Savage did okay. Other than that, you know, besides the bank account song, I only like Bank Account and the Superstar shit. Those are the only two songs I like from that dude.
You talking about Rockstar?
Yeah. Thank you. What I say, Superstar,
the Post Malone shit.
Oh, is that a? You know what? I'm actually mad. You said that's a Post Malone song, Wallace. I fucking hate Post Malone.
Yeah, it is. That's a Post Malone joint. He just guessed here.
Oh my goodness.
Then the nigga want to do country music now?
Oh, you know what? He
came out hat in hand today, though.
He had to.
He came out with his hat in his hand today. Yeah, he did.
He had to. Yes. Yep, because his whole sales and his whole shit was about to get rearranged. He had to come out and save face or try to.
So you niggas, we invite niggas into the party, and then they fucking become the DJ and start dictating the music.
Man, I think the boy Post Malone says some shit about.
I'll be right back.
If you want the real shit or the tear-dropping shit, don't listen to hip hop now. Like, okay, maybe don't listen to rap.
I'm gonna tell you the wildest shit I seen, man. When that I reposted a Jay Dilla video, what Vox was doing on him, right? Mm-hmm. So, dude said,
"Yeah,
when I think of an MPC, I don't think of Jay Dilla. I think of DJ Shadow." I said, "DJ Shadow." I said, motherfucker, we've been using MPCs before DJ Shadow was born. DJ Shadow. Who is a DJ? I know who he is, but you don't associate. I ain't knocking him, you know what I'm saying? But you don't associate him with no MPC. You feel what I'm saying? Like they was like, I think of MPC, I think of DJ Shadow. And that's how some of these dudes think of these rappers. They think they don't look past tense. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was born in the internet. They was born when the internet was here.
Yep.
Yo, did anybody watch the video with JT the Bigger Fish talking about Master P could have sold No Limit for $500 million?
You talking about the Bigger Figure?
Bigger Figure, yeah.
Nah.
He said the Bigger Fish.
Yeah, I was like, hold on. And the first thing I thought of was JJ Icefish.
Oh my Lord.
Oh God.
You know what? I've always wanted to call him that for some reason.
JT, the Bigger Fish. That's funny as shit.
Yo, if P has sold No Limit for $500 million, ooh, boy.
I was gonna say, but you know, that's who P kind of started with his shit, like on that independent type joint. And then they kind of, you know, but they separate ways. But yeah, that was one of the reasons why both of them was doing what they did. People don't even know P didn't start like down south, like you know what I mean, like that. He started out west. Hell yeah.
Started California.
Yep, but people don't know that shit, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Didn't he get the game from like Mac Dre and them?
Yeah. He was out there in the Bay Area.
He was out there exactly fucking with the Bay.
He didn't really get the game from Mac Dre. He kind of like he's one of the pioneers of the game.
RTO come
whatever. Yeah.
This nigga creeped up like Darkwing Duck.
Hey, let's get dangerous.
Yo, hell no.
You almost lost.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
Almost, but did.
No, what happened, Gadget? He was out there with Rapper Forte.
Oh, Rapper Forte.
Anyway, fucking CX. Nah, he's one of the pioneers of the game, though. Like him and Short, like one of the two that started the whole damn independent shit.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know, Forte was out there too. Fucking Sick with it and everybody. So you know, so yeah, I mean, yeah, he's definitely one of the whole pioneers of it.
Forte was out there doing his thing.
Yeah, he sure was, CX.
He was, man. He was getting that bread, man. Out the trunk.
You know what though? On the real, Rapper Forte did do his goddamn thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, no doubt.
Yeah, he was doing his thing.
and nowadays, Rapping Forte got the best verse on the I Got 5 on the remix.
He wasn't on I Got 5 on.
Show what?
He wasn't?
You talking about Drew Down?
Drew Down, my bad.
God damn.
I'm mixing my pimps up. My bad.
Oh my God.
Just remember that Drew Down is the nigga with the pin curls.
Oh.
You'll be all right.
Sorry about that.
Pin curls.
I'm going away for a minute.
But Drew Down got the best verse on this. What do y'all think about the whole Dipset reunion?
I'm concerned about Joel.
Shit.
Joel's look like he had
he on the same
look like he on that narcotic. I think we talked about that.
Yeah, he look like he on the same shit Forte on.
Stop it, man. I just seen that Mason interview, man. That Mason interview with Angie Martinez.
Yeah.
What about the old school one? They called up on the phone.
No,
we got the mask on.
He
and nigga look like Lawrence of Arabia.
What's up, Kill?
With the fur on, with the ski mask on.
Philadelphia in the building. What's happening?
What's good, fam?
What up?
Oh man, everything good, man. What's poppin' with y'all?
Welcome.
What's up, chat?
Yeah, I haven't seen Kill in about 10 years, probably at Apex Crib somewhere. He probably don't even remember that or me. That's the funny part about it.
Nah, I remember you, Mental B. What's good, B?
Hey, chilling, man. You know, glad to be here, man. Glad you still doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? I done peeped a couple of podcasts and all that. You know.
Wow, good looking, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely, brother. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we was always cool back in the day, man. I'm glad, to see that you still around, man. You know what I mean?
Sir, can't do nothing else but this beat stuff, man. Ain't nothing else but to do.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm liking that hat, brother. I'm liking that hat.
All right, you know what I mean?
Damn right.
So, Kill,
yes.
the topic of tonight is
why
old niggas like Lil Pump.
I don't even know who the fuck is. I ain't gonna hold you, man.
Great answer.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
You work with kids. Yeah. What do they see in these niggas?
Man, I think what they see in it is just
themselves.
I think they see the all-around ignorance. I mean, when we look at media, everything. My kids would be rushing to get out of my teen center to go home to watch Empire, Love and Hip Hop, or Basketball Wives, or you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, when I'm 43, so when we was growing up, you had, to me, hip hop was like cable. You had NWA if you wanted to do some shoot 'em up, but then you had Daylight, and then you had Kid and Play, stuff to listen to. Whereas these kids nowadays, they just have ignorance. They have ignorance when they they turn on television. They have ignorance when they, listen to the radio. So I know for them, a lot of them, they and I'm in Southeast, so a lot of my kids all want to be thugs. So when these cats is talking about guns, cars, drugs, and everything, like, that's what does it for them. So, I mean, when they get in my car, though, I make them listen to, like, one of my kids got in a car the other day. I was playing after I left with Iran, I was playing Techzilla, the Common joint. And one of my teams was like, "Yo, man, your rappers whack, Mr. Kill. Y'all, they sound like they doing poetry over whack beats." I was like, "Well, play me some stupid stuff or whatever like that." Then I played them Nas Rewind, and I'm just like, "Yo, could your favorite rapper do that?" And he was just like, "Nah." You know what I mean? So the way I work with them, I don't even call these stuff whack. I just play them some Jay-Z, where I'm from, or Nas, New York State of Mind, and then be like, "Now, can your favorite rapper do that?" So,
but you know what? Back in the day, motherfuckers aspired to be on like the.
That's a good strategy, Kill.
Double XL.
Right.
I mean, now niggas, I mean, Double XL has that fucking cover has went down tremendously.
Yeah, I don't even know who these people are. It'd be like one person I know now.
But it's, I mean,
good to do that.
You're exactly right. I think it's the dumb shit that's in the media. Like I seen one of the basketball wives today on Twitter talking about why I got to keep signing all these papers that my son.
Right. Yeah, that chick.
Yeah.
They slammed her too. They slammed her hard.
Like you can't take 4 minutes out of your day to sign your child's homework, really, bitch?
But man, you be shocked, man. Even with my teens, the majority of decisions like that go on with their life, like I make them. It'll be like, "Yo, Kill, I want to transfer schools." I'd be like, "All right, well, let me talk to your moms," and the moms will be like, "Well, whatever you think, Mr. Kill." I'm like, "Well, not whatever I think, because this ain't my kid." You know what I mean? So,
right.
But that's the hard part. So when you look up and all you see is, even with my teenage girls, it's hard to convince them don't be hoes because hoes is winning. You see all these chicks and all these IG models, they getting wiped up by James Harden and all these millionaires. So it's almost like that's what if I want to get paid, you don't see no chicks on TV who went to college and got a degree and now they making money. You just see these IG shorties, So I got 16-year-olds telling me they want to be strippers. You know what I mean? So.
But do you know what I see right now?
What's that?
I see that fucking Landlord soundtrack right behind you over your right hand shoulder.
Landlord joint? Yeah. Yeah, I love it.
Y'all talk about me. Y'all talk about me, huh?
Hey, look,
I was looking too though.
I was peeping the records over there.
Oh, and you got the Ralph Lauren coffee mug.
Oh yeah, had to get the mug joint in here.
I think I'm peeping some Rotary back there. Oh, that's Funkadelic. I see. Okay.
Yeah, that's the Funkadelic joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's hard out here, man, for these kids, man. It's and that's the only way I could kind of get them to, understand. Well, Royce did a good job of it with his last mixtape. I forgot.
Savage? The joint Savages?
Now, I just know he was rhyming over some of these younger cats' beats. And I didn't even know it because I don't listen to it. But I had one of my...
That was the Bar Exam 4.
Yeah, the Bar Exam 4. And I had one of my teens in the car with me. And he was like, "Oh, man, this whack. He rhyming over such and such beat." And I'm like, "Yo, but listen to who did it better." So I just leave it up to them to decide, like, all right, well, who did it better? My man was like, "Whoever your man is." Like, you can't deny it, so...
But my pet peeve is, I don't mind the kids doing it, but if you over 35 doing that shit, cut it out, B. Cut it out. You too old for that shit.
Yeah,
hold up. Over 35 doing what?
Mumble rap.
Doing the whole stupid trap shit.
Hold up. But have you heard what he's talking about? Because Royce was crushing them trap beats. He wasn't doing
it. But I'm talking about doing it for a living.
But man, I was about to say, hold up, man, what?
Roy's gonna crush anything he touch.
Exactly.
Pause.
He's better than M in my opinion.
But you know what though, man? At the same time, we can't really knock what motherfuckers is doing as a whole. If you doing some shit that's feeding your family, y'all niggas not really selling crack, you just rhyming about selling crack. Cool. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Just make it sound good. Like MOP is not stomping nobody out right now.
Oh shit.
MOP is not fucking spraying up the spot. But I'm gonna listen to an MOP album until either them niggas die or I die. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. So
Kill.
Yes, sir.
Since Mental mentioned MOP,
Please tell them the story about the incident if they don't know by now.
Oh, yo, hold on. It's 4 Philly niggas in the group right now.
Man, you already know. Hell yeah.
Shit, I didn't even know that was Polo. What's up, Lo?
What's going on, baby?
Carry on.
Yo, this nigga Blue has way too many fucking names. Man. He's a Wu Gambino.
Hey,
this nigga Blue is a Wu Gambino, yo.
Noodles.
Exact golden arms ass.
Right.
What up, Blue? What up?
What's going
y'all
on?
Gonna leave my nigga, y'all gonna leave my nigga from the Wu alone. he had the third best verse on Triumph.
Cocoa lotion.
All right, tell us, give us the MOP story.
Oh man, quick man. 2009, it was a Joe Budden's MOP show up in Baltimore. Went out there, just gave out like 1 million beat CDs.
I heard this.
Fast forward 2 years, I hear my beat on their album. I thought somebody actually jacked it for me and then sold it to them, but Little Fame had jacked me for it. And at the time, Kevin Nottingham was a big site back then. So I just told the story on there, like, okay, play a couple of other spots. And then, like, in 2 days, I was on the phone with Fame. So, I mean, ain't nothing really, ever come of it. Niggas was like, oh, you should have sued MOP. I'm like, nigga, I ain't got no money to be suing nobody. And as MOP, them niggas sold like 40 records. Like, I ain't gonna, I'm gonna be the mad producer who sued MOP.
So what was that phone? What was that phone conversation about? How did that go?
I mean, basically, it was just on some old like, yo, it wasn't our fault. They got this chick, I think her name is Fox, who was like managing different producers. So they was like, yo, we got the BCD from Fox, so we thought it was one of her producers.
Fox was their manager at the time.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, because like, I mean, I had so many beats on that beat CD for MOP. I left them under the windshield wiper of their car. I gave it to their hype man. Anybody who was in their crew. I gave out 20 beat CDs to everybody in their crew that night. So they was like, yo, Fox did the joint, like, yo, we ain't really got no money like that with the budget or whatever, and I was just on some shit like, yo, dog, I'm just glad to be on the album, because that really, I'm the type of dude who always wants to take a negative and make it a positive. Like, from that, it kind of, that's what got me doing the podcast, building the website, because that really showed me, like, yo, for me, before that, the internet to me was just emailing niggas. Like, I really didn't look at it like the World Wide Web. But the funny thing is, so many people started to get at me like, yo, I got the same story. And it more amazing to me was how many producers have been jacked for their shit. Like, that was the more amazing story, because I had niggas from other countries getting at me like, yo, the same shit happened to me, and that happened to me. So,
hey, look, Eric B sued Dr. Dre, man. I mean,
if you overseas, it's a rap. Nigga, you send a BCD from Japan, it's a rap. Niggas is gonna be on SoundCloud with your shit the next day.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the wild part about it. But
what song is it, by the way?
The Rude Bastards joint.
Okay.
Yeah. So they like added a piano in the beginning.
Did you get credit?
Nah.
You ever get proper credit?
Nah, because they never did like a reissue of it. I mean, like, Fame went on, website saying, yo, I didn't do the beat, Kill did the beat or whatever. It was a mix up or whatever like that, but like not officially like in the liner notes or nothing like that.
So did you get anything from the back end from like Spotify, shit like that?
Nah, I ain't get shit, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's the sad part about, but like I said, for me, the positive part was like, that's what got me on Twitter. That's what got me on social media. That's got me doing what I do now, because one thing, it was like, I don't know how many other people feel this way, but I've been making beats for so long, and, it's always been somebody like, yeah, I want to buy the beat, and then something fall apart. So for me, it was just like, wow, MOP, jack me for a beat. So, I know my shit is official now. And then from all the worldwide people getting at me, that's what made me really understand, like, wow, this internet shit is on some old talking to people in different countries and shit. Like I said before that, I was just emailing people and stuff like that. I wasn't even on the net. I wasn't on none of that Black Planet shit, none of that MySpace. I wasn't on any of that stuff. So, like I said,
what's your Instagram, man?
It's KIL889. Same thing with Twitter.
Word up.
Yeah, so I mean, it's the hard part is the hard part of thinking, do you want to send out a beat CD and knowing somebody may jack you, and if you don't do it, then nobody ever hears your beat. So It's one of those like, you know, you damned if you do, damned if you don't sometimes.
So is BeatStars the way to go? I mean,
what's that? I haven't even heard of that.
Oh shit, that's a website where people sell beats.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
It kind of work for certain people.
Okay.
So, so you could lease joints there, you know what I'm saying? Or you could sell them outright, you know what I mean? But
I know.
Make it work.
And CX was leasing a couple beats a couple years ago. I don't know how well that went, but I know he was doing it.
I mean, the hard part now is, I mean, do cats even really like buy beats like that? Like, I feel like the hard part is
Overlord do that shit, Gadget.
What happened?
Overlord do it, Gadget, on BeatStars.
Yeah, I used to have I had a website I built, and then I had Beat Store used to I linked my joint with Beat Store, and but the stuff that they didn't tell you, taking little chunks out here and there, and then I was like, man, fuck that, man, I'm not gonna let them put strong on me, so I just shut it down. I'd rather deal with an artist individually anyway. And if somebody gonna buy a beat from you, rather it is. You feel what I'm saying?
You rather record it and mix it yourself. I would.
They gonna do it how they want to do it, though. You know what I'm saying? Wireless, they may want to mix a different way or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because they want the stems most of the time.
The future of boom bap and beats is doing samples with trap drums. Like Cool and Dre.
Yep.
Cool and Dre is doing it so well right now. I know y'all niggas hate that Money Shower song, but that Ralph Tresvant sample with the trap drums is fucking killing the club.
Crazy Gadget.
Yo.
I just did a beat like that for this dude. He just came, this little young, he came out with an album on iTunes. With the trap drum, sample with the trap drums. The first song on the album.
Oh shit.
Yo, the Mask Off is a sample from what's the movie they did with Martin Luther King?
Eyes on the Prize, nigga?
No, Selma. They sampled a song off a Selma soundtrack for that.
You talking about the Future joint?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I use that sample too, but it's an older sample. I mean, it may have been on the Selma soundtrack, but it's like one of them older songs that was on the Selma soundtrack. Yeah. I didn't get it off the Selma soundtrack. That flute sample joint.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You used that before?
I think.
Yeah. I used that. I sent it to you. It was like when I first got the machine. It's actually the first beat I made on the machine when I was coming off the MPC.
I think everybody need to put their drum line up and just go straight 808, man. Straight 808, man. Library up, go straight to 808.
Hey, some niggas don't even have snares in a song. It's just it's all 808s.
Yeah, it's crazy now, man. What y'all think of that Sci High album?
I still haven't heard it.
I still haven't heard it either.
Yo, man, that shit is incredible, man. How's
the production?
Solid, man.
It's great.
Yo, solid, man. That's a 5 mic album to me, man. I mean, lyrical.
Yeah, man.
Dog, I haven't hit the rewind button so many times in an album, probably in over 15 years, man. To just be like, yo, did that nigga say that? This nigga says, I'm Joe Jackson with trap and I beat the sun up. Like, he got so many points.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you gonna steadily be rewinding like, yo, did this nigga just say I'm Joe Jackson with trap and I beat the sun up? Like, yo, and I mean, he got this joint in New Africa where he talking about, yo, if everybody in the industry, instead of partying here and partying in Dubai, we was buying stuff up in Africa, and he named everybody like DJ Khalil buy a strip club over here, and Magic got condos in the Congo. Like, dog, yo, his wordplay is crazy. Like, the only song on there that's kind of he got a song with Ye on there. That's just but that's other than that, man. Every day it's a different song I love, man. It's a solid, dope album, man. really dope.
I'm about to listen to it on Spotify.
Yeah.
Hey, Mental. Hey, Mental. You know, I just listened to Griselda and them for the first time.
Really?
And it seemed like every tempo,
You
man.
just listen to what for the first time?
Griselda.
Oh shit.
I don't. If it ain't y'all, fuck them. I don't listen to them. You feel what I'm saying? But I mean, I listened to that because we was riding in the car from. And I was
I put somebody at work up on Conway and West Side Gun.
Yeah, I was listening to them Jones. I was like, man, these some dark motherfuckers.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I said, man, god damn, man.
Every song.
Hey,
said, man, they make me want to go back in the street the way they talk, man. God damn, man. It's the same tempo, like, but it's hard and dark, man. I'm like, damn.
I pulled out his teeth with these pliers.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I got put on to them dudes just recently too, man. Conway Rejects too, man. I can't take that out either, man.
Yeah,
that was crazy. My only beef, and it's not with them, it's more so with the listener, because I've done a couple of projects with people, and I've just looped up joints like, yo, if we just giving away for free, I'm gonna just loop up something, and niggas be like, oh man, they cool, but they just loops. But then I'm like, when the Alchemists come out with Russian Roulette with 50,
exactly,
like, it's like, yo, why is it when I loop it, it's like, you ain't got no drums, nigga. But Conway and Westside done got a record deal with Shady off for 1 million songs with no drums. So that's my only beef is with the listener. Like, I feel like nowadays cats is like, depending on who you said did it, defines if it's dope or not just if in their mind if it's dope. Because if Alchemist loops up 50 things, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
What's the main producer's name? I forgot the boy's name. Derringer.
Yeah. I think he the one who owned the label. Yeah, I think
they want
he a white boy who owned Griselda.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought he was just an in-house producer.
Because when I was listening to it, my man was letting me listen to it. I'm like, oh, these are dudes that mentioned them was talking about. I was like, oh man, shit, I can do they beats in my sleep. I can make them beats in my sleep.
My old head was like, yo, they basically took Rock Marciano formula and ran with it. That's really all Rock Marciano do.
Yeah, I heard him before too. He used a lot of loops.
Yeah, that's really all he do. But the funny thing with his story, he was saying something like he was going to producers, and they was trying to. He was giving him not like they C and D type beats, because he was like, yo, I know these ain't the beats y'all niggas would be playing if I was Nas, trying to charge me all this money. So he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna start making my own. That's why he just basically loops stuff all the time.
But nobody's the loop king than Mad Lib.
You better watch your mouth, Blues. Somebody might say something, man.
And that doesn't Doom loop a lot?
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
A lot of them do. Lupe West, he loop a lot.
Who?
Lupe Kanye West. I'm sorry.
Gabby said who?
You know what I think? I think what happens though with Rock Marciano, because I like Rock Marciano. I think what happens is because it's a loop and because it's so hypnotizing almost, it really gives you a chance to focus in on what he's saying. Because when he rapping, it's almost like a jazz instrument. You know what I'm saying? His cadence and all that be kind of all over the place, and it's smooth. I love his music. I love all of his music.
Man, let me say this, man. I'm gonna get away from that because I remember when I said something about looping and everybody tried to tear my head off. Looping, and they try to say my beats was loop when I chopped that shit up. And make it sound like a loop.
What nigga said about you talking about a loop?
Nah, when Gadget did the first interview on me, I said, Gadget was right. I was like, man, I don't do no looping. Samples up, you know what I'm saying? Then people started going crazy. Oh, you talking about loops? You talking about looping? You just did a loop. I'm like, I chopped that shit up.
I'm gonna tell you, personally, I think in terms of chopping samples, you had it mostly. It happened throughout the 90s. You know what I'm saying? With DITC, Pete Rock, they chopped samples. Primo. But a lot of those records were loops. But I think when Ninth Wonder came around, he really made like where you chop it and it's the entire pattern. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think
I was doing that.
Yeah, I think so too, Gadget.
We was doing that before Ninth Wonder, man. And I'm saying you had a couple dudes. I mean,
Hey,
I'm talking about for real because
listen to Lattimore, the original sample for A Million and One Questions. That ain't no fucking.
But he's going doom.
But see,
doom,
I
doom,
always say
I'm talking about taking the whole thing. It's no blanks in it.
Master Pill is a perfect example.
He chopped the whole intro.
Master Pill is a perfect example for.
But when he's playing it back, playing it back, he's going doom. It's not doom. It's not all one complete thing through the pattern where he's chopping it. It's doom. It's hard to explain.
And then the hard part everybody got different definitions for chopping. You know what I mean? So for one person, because I ask anybody in a heartbeat, what's your top 5 hip hop songs? And bet money 5 of them all loops. I mean, maybe Pete chopped up, they reminisce, but for the most part, that shit, it depends. Like if you just chopping it and you just putting it, taking a sample, chopping it, and putting it on 8 pads, and you calling that chopping it, that's not my definition of chopping.
Right. You talking to the chop destroyer, right? like this. I'm with you with that, kid. I'm definitely
because that's what I'm just saying. Everybody has a different definition. Because I ask niggas that, what's your favorite song? Come Clean, loop. They reminisce, loop. Fucking what else? PSA, loop. Well, what else is up here? Fuck the Cool Breeze joint for Apollo Kids, loop. I mean, Screaming Jay Hawkins, I put a spell on you. I kick in the door. It's a loop.
But you know what that was? You know what that was? Okay, it was that some of these dudes are great sample diggers, and they were using a lot of samples that people didn't know of. And now, in this day and time, you can know what the sample is. See, back then, people was doing that. They didn't know what that sample was, so they could say, all right, yeah, I made that beat off of that. They don't know it's a loop because they never heard the original sample before. But then now dudes get exposed. Man, you took the whole goddamn sample. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you like some of them Pete Rock Jones, like you said, a lot of his Jones, you know.
I mean, because truth be told, when that Petrie joint came out, like back in 90 something, you know, you pop that joint on, you hear everything. Now again, I don't know if Pete chopped it up on the SP or whatever, but you know, when I hear the Ernie Hines joint, you know, it's like, okay, I know that, straighten it out. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's hard to me. Primo and Dilla are like those two dudes. I used to do radio up at Morgan, and we used to do the show called Milk Crates with my man, a kid called Roots. And, you know, we would always play with the original ones. And 9 times out of 10 for everybody, the Beat Nuts, Extra P, all them 90 producers that we love, as soon as the record, needle hits the record, you know, oh shit, that's where Primo got the Dodgers from. Well, that's where, to me, it's just Dilla and Primo who you can't, like that. I gave you power off that Ahmad Jamal joint. I had to play that for my man like 10 times for him to even hear that little piece that he took.
Hey, Kill, who did you say the DJ was?
My man, a kid called Roots. He did some stuff with he was like
was he part of Hydra Beats?
Yeah. That's my man Roots. That's like the kid who kind of like schooled
me. Nigga.
Yeah. Man. Roots was like West and Just Blaze before them. I mean, he would have been part of that rock thing, but the story I heard was Jay was infamous for not wanting to pay producers and just being like, yo, if I put you on, that's gonna be enough. You know what I mean, to get you popping. And Roots was like, my nigga, you Jay-Z, you got all this money, that's disrespectful. And I think he kind of didn't go with it, and that kind of just, things fell apart. But
he wasn't a yes man sound like.
AK, you was on the Memphis Bleak
joint.
What happened?
He did the Memphis Bleak joint.
Yeah, he did the Memphis Bleak, Do My Ladies Run This joint. He and truth be told, man, I was at his crib in Queens probably like back in 98, 99. Yo, him and Source Money got an album that's fucking crazy. Like, I mean, the beats are crazy. He played the whole joint for me, and it's just like they stupid, man. It's the Source Money we all thought it was the album we was waiting for, man. And it got shelved. You know what I mean? So, you know, he was kind of like, and I always say this with The Rock, because, you know, you always heard Kanye and Just, but then you had my man out of Philly. God, I'm getting old. What is it?
Bink.
Not Bink. Bink from VA.
Street Orchestra?
Chad West. Chad West. Because Chad West was doing a lot of stuff for the Young Guns and P. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like how Roots was. He wasn't right there with Ye. Like, he was like you said, he did the joint for Memphis Bleak. He was doing joints for Source Money. He was kind of building his way up to get to J. But
hey,
then, like, things fell apart.
You was on Morgan?
Yeah, I was in Morgan from 92 to 96, and I was up EAA from 93 to 2000.
Man, them dudes, man, they stiffed me and my man for that Strictly Hip Hop joint.
What happened?
That joint like 3 times, and then they got on some Baltimore shit, man.
What's Baltimore shit?
Well, if the dudes from Baltimore, they're gonna give them more props. You feel what I'm saying?
What year was this? Like, you remember who the host was?
Damn, I forgot who it was, man.
If it was after 2000, I know my man Vegas held it down for like 2 years, and then my man Ock took it over.
It was Ock.
Okay.
Because you know how they do the Strictly Hip Hop, you know, so my man was like, I want to send something in, so I made a beat for him, and I did like 3 songs with him. He won the joint, like.
Then, and they ain't never invite you up?
No, they ain't never invite him up.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because I mean, to be honest, I started that back in '93. Because when I was at Morgan, I was trying to get my demo played, and the dude who ran the show was like, "Well, nah, you know, we ain't gonna play your joint." And I'm like, "Yo, how the fuck you ain't gonna play my joint? I go to Morgan, like, yo, I pay tuition here, and y'all playing Baltimore niggas and stuff like that. Like, how you not gonna play my joint?" And as soon as I became the host, I started this joint Demo Madness, and it was like, yo, you could get your demos played up here. You could come through. Like, my biggest thing was to make the show more interactive. You know what I mean? Because I felt like an outsider being a student, and I'm like, nah, that ain't, you know, we opened it up to where you had the question of the week, so you could call in. Because back then, all you could do was call and just give shout-outs. I'm like, nah, become part of the conversation. Like, you know what I mean? So that is messed up that they invite you up, though.
Hey, Kill, do you remember a Baltimore rapper named Shay White?
Yeah, White's my man. That's my man.
Are you serious?
White is my man. Ask White about Roots was doing stuff with White.
I did his first photo shoot in Baltimore.
Okay, yeah, that's my man. Next time you talk to him, tell him about Kill. He'll know exactly what you're talking about.
Is he on Facebook? Because
I don't know. I haven't seen White in probably, God, damn near 17 years. I haven't seen White since I stopped doing the show back in 2000. But like, that was my man.
Yeah, he put out a couple of songs in Baltimore too.
Yeah.
So you know Mully Man too, then, right?
Mully Man, Norm Scola. Basically, if you was a rapper in Baltimore from 93 to 2000, 2001, then you came through the station, I definitely knew you. Because my biggest thing was supporting cats. Like, even nowadays, like, I'm the dude on Twitter, like, yo, you know, let's tweet our own shit, but, like, let's get in the habit of tweeting everybody's stuff. Like, you know, all we got is us. Is that the blessed girl Nita?
Huh?
Who's the shorty up here with us?
Oh, that's that queen is Blessed Girl.
That's Queen B.
No. I thought it was another shorty who I rap with on Twitter.
No. Oh, I don't know. Maybe you know. I don't know.
Yeah, I met that dude Mully, man. I met that dude Mully through a friend of mine that went to UMES, and they met over in UMES.
Yeah. Yeah, the sad part, Baltimore had some talent, man. They had some joints, and it's just sad that city just never got a chance to really blow with no hip hop, man. Really, you know, outside of Drew Hill, they, you know, really never really got to pop no R&B like that either.
No. Who was the dude? Like he was the biggest rapper out of Baltimore. What was his name?
Ooh, I know Puff signed somebody recently out of Baltimore.
No, not him. Who's the dude that was beefing with Wale from Baltimore? was the Mully Man.
That one went over my
like
head.
Who's like the other big rapper from Baltimore?
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it.
He had a mixtape called Law and Order.
Oh.
You ain't talking about that cat that got killed, are you?
Nah, he's still alive. The dude he signed to Jermaine Dupri, and then he signed to MySpace Records.
Oh.
This nigga MySpace Records.
Yeah, you lost me with that. I heard that MySpace Records.
You know there was a MySpace record.
God damn.
Hold on.
Welcome, Jay Bishop, the hating ass nigga. hey, Jay Bishop, you been on a roll hating on Twitter this week.
What you talking about?
You hated on Chris Brown. Who else was you shitting?
Like he got a list. He was like, "Fuck Chris Brown."
Ryan Leslie.
Fuck Ryan Leslie.
I got to wait for it.
That's crazy about the boy Ryan Leslie though. That's crazy with him having to give up all his royalties and everything.
Man, fuck him, man. Them niggas want to blow their bread up. Fuck them.
Hey, like I said on Twitter, if you stunting like you got $1 million, nigga, you better have $1 million fucking dollars, or you about to get caught on that shit.
I feel you. I don't feel sorry for the boy. I was just saying, like, damn, like, because I'm with y'all. Like, I used to follow dude back when he had his YouTube videos, and I'm like, I thought you would have had $1 million. Like, I'm that's what I mean by it's messed up. That is like, this dude got to give up all his royalties because, dog, you really was fronting. You pulling up in the Lambo and
hell yeah.
Phantom in a Phantom. $1 million for your
taking
laptop.
fans out. Lambo and everything.
Even if you have $1 million, do you want to give up $1 million?
Nah, you don't want to give it up. But if the court tells you to give it up and you got it, I'd rather give that up than to give up future royalties. Not only what I got, but possibly even future royalties.
Well, if you didn't want to give it up, then why did you offer it?
Exactly. That's what I was about to say.
Right.
He made the offer up for the meal.
And he should have put that disclaimer in there. If my music isn't on there, fuck you.
And then the wild part is, you know, Castle front like that, get the laptop, grab the music off of it, then be like, yo, it wasn't on there. Nah, I don't want to give him no money. But
see that happened to Keith Murray, but Keith Murray ain't offering no $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Damn.
Like, dog, I don't feel sorry.
Niggas would just have to bootleg my album.
You rather take an L like that than take an L, give him up $1 million.
Yeah, but then again, it ain't like nobody. I ain't heard nothing produced by Ryan Leslie in a minute.
So, a grip.
Yeah, a minute. So it ain't even like I just seen a thing about Timbaland was saying he was addicted to Oxy or something, and
yeah, I heard
he was depressed and and all that. I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
niggas depressed with money.
I know.
And it's crazy because it's like so many producers just disappear. Like it don't happen like that with too many MCs, but with producers, like I ain't heard nothing produced from the Beat Miners in a good 15, 20 years.
Nigga, what happened to the nigga, the producer in Minnesota? What the fuck happened to him?
Disappeared. It's like, yo, it's like you can put them niggas on milk cartons, megahertz, Beat Miners, all them niggas. Like niggas just disappear. It's like, yo, you hot 1 minute, and then Megahertz was killing it for me with the Bad Boy for Life. He did the Bilal joint. And then he just disappeared. It's like the fucking X-Files with producers. Like
the Martians got him.
Or Baby and Slim.
Yeah.
Stop it, man.
Right. Yo, how the fuck does my man still he didn't get any money for 6'7" or whatever, $1 million?
Both of them, shit.
Who?
Dude, them joints went platinum. Those were platinum singles.
What's this motherfucking name?
Corey Gunn? You talking about?
Nah, producer.
God damn it, what's his name?
Bangladesh.
Yeah,
Bangladesh. Oh, he didn't get paid for that? Dang.
No.
He didn't get paid for nothing.
He didn't get paid the first time. First time he didn't get paid. Then he went and fucked with him again.
Oh no, I would win that again. Come on now.
And he got.
Hey, the second time is your fault.
Right.
Yeah. I can't.
He got penitentiary rape for that bread. Man.
Raping. Like that skit on the Locks, raping you records.
Yeah.
Keep raping.
But like I said, if a nigga owe me $51 million, oh nigga.
Oh, nigga, we coming up in there like the IRS. We confiscating everything. Your daughter might be.
How is it legal? Like, if I was Drake, my accountants would be on that shit. Like,
you know, the hard part is so many of these niggas, like we were just talking about with Ryan Leslie, you got so many people fronting, but the hard part is to sue people, it costs money. You know what I mean? So a lot of times these dudes don't have the money to even. My man just got divorced. He told me he spent over $20,000 to get divorced. I'm like,
God damn.
What?
You know, he was like, yeah, because my wife, she was trying to take my son out of state, so she got a big time lawyer, so I had to get a big time lawyer. Dog, like suing people, like, yo, the lawyer gonna be like, all right, $150 an hour. I'm gonna start working on your case. You like, damn, 150. You take out the calculator, start looking like, oh, I don't got no money to even sue these people. That's why I think so many people hope for, like, you're not gonna beat me in court because my lawyers, you know, are gonna be able to, you know, it's like a public defender versus a high power attorney, like, you know what I mean? So I think that's the other hard part too. That's like, you know, it was like that on the New Edition movie when everybody was tweeting, oh, that's their fault, they didn't read their fucking contract. I'm like, half y'all niggas don't read your iOS contract, your iPhone when the new shit you know, signed off to have your iPhone and fucking record everything you say 24/7. They ain't even know, and then calling Bobby and them stupid for not reading their contract. Yeah. So that's the other hard part. You know, you gotta have money to sue people, and right now niggas don't got money. You know, if you ain't trying to put it up with no lawsuit that you might lose.
Better call Saul.
Yeah, this when you need a cousin, like when my cousin Vinny, you need a cousin or somebody who can hook you up. Because who want to spend $20,000 and then fuck around and lose the case and don't get nothing?
I remember Just Blaze was talking about that. Just Blaze was talking about a dude that sued him. He was taking care of the dude. And he told the dude, look, man, we can sell this out of court. I give you 50 right now to yourself. You ain't got to worry about no legal fees. The nigga was like, no, because somebody was in his ear and he ended up getting nothing.
Yep. Because 9 times out of 10, you figuring the same thing. You get in a car accident, you know, nigga like, yo, I ain't got no insurance. Let me just hit you with this G right quick. You like, nah, fuck that. You know what I mean, if you giving me a G, I'm probably get even more. Where it's like, nah, nigga, if he ain't got no insurance, just take the G and walk.
Just take the G.
You know, before you get nothing.
And pay that deductible and let that shit get fixed.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But then you also got to put your feet in these old heads who like, yo, this may be my last time. There's a bunch of niggas sitting around hoping they shit get sampled.
Yo, but here's what I always wonder. if baby owes Wayne $51 million, what the fuck is that split? What is that split?
Man.
And if you haven't been getting checks for years, I mean, what the fuck are you living on? Your show money?
He living off of Samsung money.
I mean, that or money is Young Money part? Is that under like so all that Drake and Nicki Minaj stuff?
That shit's under the Cash Money umbrella.
That don't even.
Yeah, that shit still come back to Baby.
Oh, all right. Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know what he living off of because he got like 8 kids and 8 different baby mamas. So I know that child support is crazy.
Nigga living off of broken promises. That's
raping you.
Not knowing that all that labor money come back to this nigga. Broken promises.
Yep. That's why I said he the one who paid the royalties out.
Did y'all read the article on Clinton Portis?
Nah, what you said?
No, this nigga is brokety broke.
Clinton Portis?
Yeah, I think I read something about that.
Yeah, I read it.
He made over $60 million in his career.
Yep.
And got taken for by agents and money people.
I can believe it,
man.
And being flashy.
I can believe
the same thing happened to Ricky Williams.
Probably worse.
I mean, here's the wild part, B. The teens that I work with, I got 12th graders reading on a 4th grade level.
Damn. Hey man.
Wow.
Hey man, me and you on the same wavelength, brother. Keep going.
Yeah, so the hard part is, and these are non-athletic kids, and they still getting passed through the system. Imagine if this kid had a slither of talent. A coach could say, okay, in 5 to 10 years, I could get some money off this kid. So these kids have been pushed through the systems. They have nobody in their families. Like I said, dog, like, yo, my parents is no diss to my parents because some of them may be watching, probably not. But, you know, they don't know anything about SATs. Like, they look at college the same way they look at high school. Like, okay, he just graduated H.D. Woodson. He just can go to Howard, right? And I'm like, nah, we got to get accepted. We got to get him SATs and all this. You know, so nobody in your circle, when you get drafted to the league, is even on that level of, like, thinking. And then you have all these white people coming at you, which you like, nah, I don't trust y'all. So you get $60 million. Tax is probably going to take, what, almost damn near half of that. Once you buy a couple of houses, a couple of cars, a couple of strip clubs, that 60 don't last that long. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's the sad part about it. I don't know if anybody ever read the book. I forgot the name of it. Iverson's autobiography. They were saying, like, yo, one time his mom's, like, when he first got drafted, his boys picked his moms up from the airport in the range. They forgot where they parked it. She was like, fuck it, I don't feel like waiting. Let's just go buy another.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when he sold his house, his first house to Matt Geiger was like, yo, this dude still had boxes of shoeboxes full of money in his closet. And he was like, yo, hey, you want this? He's like, nah, you can have it. So when you're coming from that mentality of just being able to throw money, because you don't think it's ever going to stop. You know what I mean? So it's like that 30 for 30 broke. You know what I mean? It's sad, but it's not shocking because money. Man. I mean, you spending 40,000 in a strip club in one night. You spend it with some people making a year in one night.
I feel you, man, but fuck them, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like coming from that, dealing in, you know, on some other stuff. Money, most people when they get money and they ain't never had it, they're gonna do some crazy shit. But after that, somehow, some way, you're gonna wise up. Way before it get down too low, you're gonna wise up. If you don't wise up, you got a lot of dudes in the NBA who, I'm talking about the NBA, top stars, but when they leave the NBA, they still got bread.
Yo, who
got bread on the low?
Who was the dude from the Nets who was still under contract but they had to declare bankruptcy?
Shit.
Not Jason Williams. Not the boy
Kenyon Martin?
No. He held a bunch of casinos. Wow. And he was still playing. He was still on the roster playing, and he had to declare bankruptcy.
Was that Chris Morris?
Niggas was jacking his check.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, the sad part is I think it's gotten better since Iverson. I always felt like Iverson was the guinea pig for the new young black athlete. You know, so it's gotten better since then because now when you really look at it, you don't see too many kids coming to the NBA from the hood. Like prior to 96, you always had somebody coming from Brooklyn. You always had somebody coming from Philly or, you know, somewhere southeast, Baltimore, somewhere in the hood. You seldomly see that anymore. You know what I mean? Because they get them out to them prep schools. So, you know, they wanted to get away from that Iverson mold. You know, you seldomly saw, you don't see Brian and them getting in trouble. Melo had that little trouble with the whole no snitching thing with the DVDs or whatever. But for the most part, since Iverson, you haven't heard about too much hoopla like that in the league as far as like cats getting caught with guns and shit like that.
Wait a minute. You talking about NBA?
Zach Randolph.
Or you talking about NFL cats?
Yeah, that Zach Randolph thing. Yeah, you're right. that dude did get caught. Yeah, and Bassey did just get caught out in Brooklyn. But Sebastian wasn't in the league no more. But y'all heard about he got caught out in Brooklyn like with an arsenal of guns.
Rack of guns.
Yeah, like he got caught with a rack of guns. But same thing with dudes. Bassey went to the league. Steph Cousin, you know, bounced
Gilbert
around.
Arenas.
Yeah, bounced around, got put out the league, played overseas for a minute.
One of the truest things I ever heard Jalen Rose was talking about the 3 worst business ideas that new players do when they get into the league is invest in a record label, invest in a nightclub, or invest in any idea one of their friends brought to them.
Yo, it's quiet as kept. Jalen Rose's book, excellent book, excellent read. Is a very dope read. You know what I mean? Very dope read. If anybody ever got time, definitely a book I recommend.
Yo,
man, I tell you,
I just can't. I can't pull a Derek Coleman. This nigga made $87 million and came out broke. 87 million.
Listen, I know Derek Coleman. I know Derek Coleman. Derek Coleman is not broke. Trust me.
I believe you.
He ain't got 87 million.
He might not have 87 million, but he ain't broke.
You know what the problem is too is even with AI. AI ain't broke. It's just broke the AI. With AI got, I would live lovely off for the rest of my life.
I declare bankruptcy broke ain't real broke. It ain't real. We struggling to eat broke.
Right. Like AI, even if AI got a
I'm trying to hang on to some of my shit broke.
Yeah, if AI got a stipend of $450,000 a year, I'm love with that. Where he looking like, nigga, I spend that shit in a week in that AC. So that's broke to him. What Latrell Sprewell say when the Minnesota Timberwolves gave him a contract? He was like, I can't feed my family on $1.8 million a year.
You know, AI was on that bullshit. AI was like, whatever, I ain't bringing no clothes with me. Whatever game, wherever we play at, I'm buying clothes.
That nigga was on his big L. We go shopping when the plane land.
Yeah, he wasn't even carrying clothes with him.
Hey, Wallace, what does Derek Coleman do now?
Philanthropy.
Really?
Real estate, shit like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But I bet your boy from the Celtics is broke.
Antoine Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. He fucking around with Michael Jordan, bitch ass man, and in the casino. You know what I'm saying?
You trying to keep up with Mike?
Up there.
Keep up.
Yeah, he in there blowing 120 million in 10 years. That means you blew 12 million a year, you dummy.
But you know, niggas gotta keep up. I always joke about that with AZ. When AZ with dead presidents with Jay-Z and all them niggas, I'm like, AZ be the first nigga broke at that Monopoly table.
Oh yeah.
Keep up with them niggas.
I just don't understand it, man. Once you get the house, the cars, the clothes, man, you buying dumb shit, man.
Yo, they said the boy Mike Bibby would buy whatever he brought for him. He had a crew called Team Dime, and whatever he brought for him, he would buy for everybody in his crew. So if he brought a new summer house, he brought out every one of them a new summer house.
Oh, no. Wow. No, he on some MC Hammer shit. You feel what I'm saying?
And I was going to say Hammer was the biggest of all of them.
Hey, the first people you cut off when you make money is family.
Yeah.
Right.
They the first people to find you.
They're going to be the first ones knocking on your damn door.
We got a saying, man. How much do it cost to get you the fuck away from me? You feel what I'm saying?
No, that's real.
That's some real shit, man.
That's real. Like, you know what I'm gonna give you 150 and we good. Like, it ain't no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The correct answer to that is, nigga, you ain't got enough.
Because technically somehow somebody gonna ask you for some bread. Hey, what's up, sex, man? I need 50,000, man. Just do this, do that. All right, take it 50,000. I'm saying to myself, that's what it costs to get him the fuck away, because he gonna fuck this up somehow. So once you got the 50,000 up.
The hard part too for some of these hood dudes is that then you gotta pay your hood tax too, because one of my people was he got in the NFL, and I used to work for this organization, Life Starts, and they dealt with a lot of reoffenders who would get out. And one of these cats came from DC, got into the NFL. Yo, they fucked around and kidnapped this baby sister, man.
Damn.
Like on some real shit, like kidnapped her. Like, yo, we want on some ransom shit. So that's the hard part.
Nah.
It's out there. It's out there.
Hey, AK, I'm not going for that. I'm saying, me personally, if I'm a millionaire like them dudes sitting on $60 million, somebody would kidnap somebody in my family. I'm gonna do just like that dude on that movie. I'm gonna televise this shit. I give somebody $2 million to kill this motherfucker right now. Whoever got my child, go get him on Facebook Live. Remember that movie who was locked up and he was like I get somebody 120 million, they break me out this junk.
Nigga, don't end up like Ryan Leslie.
And all them dudes gonna come out the woodwork. They gonna come out the woodwork for that, man. Ain't no way that you sitting on $50-60 million that somebody gonna kidnap your peoples and you got all that bread.
Yo,
president hit.
I've always had this question, yo. Niggas that was big in the 90s and early 2000s that you ain't heard a record from, What the fuck are they doing for money? Nobody's living on royalties like that.
They doing shows.
You know the wild part.
Depends on the person. I think Sir Mix-a-Lot is still living on his royalties.
Nah, I ain't talking about niggas who had huge hits. I'm talking about people like AZ, MOP.
I know what you're saying. It's funny. I did a show on that. Like I called it One Hit Wonders that didn't deserve to be, and it was like cats like Smooth the Hustler, Trigger the Gambler, you know, Philly Trey Lee, and then I reached out to a couple of cats like Trey Lee got on the show, and he was, you know, he a lawyer now. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's what he was doing. I even reached out to Grab, you know, because I was like, yo, I was my shit, but, you know, it was only that one album. Y'all know Grab worked with kids. So I think a lot of these dudes had to get like regular 9 to 5. So X, a teacher in Brooklyn, working with little kids, you know. I think that's 9 to 5s.
I think
get your ass.
I think sometimes we look at those songs back then because we liked them, we considered them hits. They weren't really hits. You feel what I'm saying? Like those hits that generated a lot of revenue type of hits.
Or cats just had to reinvent themselves. Like, look at Biz. He a DJ now. You know?
Yeah, he live around here. He been
Biz,
around here for
you know, Biz get good money for DJing and everything like that. So I think it's just same thing with D Nice. You know, he became a photographer, he became a DJ, you know, so it's almost just trying to have to reinvent yourself. Same thing with a lot of producers, like Just Blaze, more of a DJ now than a producer.
He had to do EDM to do it.
You know what I mean? It's like you got to find a new way to eat because those $800,000 checks, I mean $80,000 for a beat day's been over. So
yeah, they've been over.
Didn't Just Blaze do a song on that Kiss and Fab album?
I don't know. I never saw the liner notes. Last track I know from Just was on the Lemonade album. He did that joint with Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar.
Because I think when Jada and Fat was doing a press run, they said that I think Just has a song on there, if I'm not mistaken.
I think Jay need to get back with Just Blaze, man, for real.
I think they had a falling out or something like over that Jay Electronica because I think Just was with Jay trying to get him with Puff, and then when he signed to Rock Nation, and that's why Just ain't really been rocking with Jay Elect like that. But I mean, I don't know for sure, but I think that was like some hoopla like that.
What's the issue between Bink and the Heatmakers?
That shit that was on whatchamacallit the other night.
Yeah, what happened?
I think it was something like Bink. When we was in VA, because Bink had invited me out to VA and we was chopping up Bink. A lot of times Bink feels like people like bit his style, and I mean, I think the hard part is the definition. Trust. I've been married almost 20 years. People got different definitions for different words. You got biting, and then you have influence, and I think they're two different things. In my opinion, Just Blaze bit Bink's style. Like when I first heard 1-900 Hustler, I knew that was Just Blaze. You know what I mean? And it was Bink. Now, influence, I think a lot of people have been influenced by Just because he was one who first started with all of the times and everything like that. I think he feels like a lot of cats bit his style. And then what it was is they had a beat battle. Now the Heatmakers won over the beat for Devil in a New Dress that ended up on Kanye. Ooh. So the other day, I think it was like the 20th anniversary of that album or something. So everybody was posting like, yo, Devil in a New Dress, dopest Kanye song ever, da-da-da-da-da. And Bink said something like, yeah, still can't believe that song lost to this beat. And it was the Heatmakers beat. And that kind of started it. You know, the Heatmakers was like, nigga, you still bitching over something 20 years ago? And then that's what started it.
Bink fucking hates praise. Like this nigga, like
he don't like nobody. It seems like
I could tell that, man. That don't make no sense, man. He shouldn't even be like nigga, you up, man. Why is you?
You got 4 joints on Rick Ross album. Like, come on, dude.
But I think with Bink, I think it's a little bit of he doesn't feel he gets the props that he deserves. Like, well, I mean, look at it like this. If you ask the average person, I ain't saying none of us, just the average person, who did the Blueprint, you're gonna say Just Blaze and Kanye.
Right.
A lot of people aren't gonna put Bink's name in there. You know, even though he sets the album off and he ends the album. His name is kind of almost erased from the Rockefeller, you know, history. You know, now a piece of that could be because he didn't sign with them. You know, Ye and Just signed with their management and Bink didn't. So that could be a piece of it. But I just think he doesn't feel like he gets the props he deserves. As I think he feels like he should be right up there with Just Blaze and Kanye. So if somebody has Just Blaze and Kanye in their top 5, he feels like he should be there, and he's not.
But did he put in all the work? But did he put in all the work Just Blaze put in?
I mean, then you got them beefing over that. Over did Just Blaze bite Big style? I mean, that's been they've been beefing over that on social media for years.
Man, Just Blaze put in a lot of work, not just with Jay-Z.
Oh yeah, most def. I mean, I don't think so. I personally don't think you do. I think Bink has dope beats. I mean, that nigga's probably on my B tier producers. Like, if my A tier is the Primo and the Pete's and the Bomb Squad, Bink is right there on the next tier. But his stuff is more spread out. Where Just Blaze kind of had that run. He had like that.
Yeah, he had a run.
Steph Curry run in the playoffs where it was just back. It was Cameron, Fat Joe. Like, he just had it back to back to back to back. I mean, Bink got a dope discography, but it's more spread out. You know, so if you kind of look at it like looking at the league, you know, Just got that playoff run that gets you that max contract, where Bink has kind of had a good year here, had a great year here, had a good year here, subpar, great, good. So at the end of your life, you look back, you're like, yeah, I had a good career, but he didn't have that Just Blaze Kanye run.
But the thing about that is the thing about Bink is he had to run. He didn't oversaturate himself. He still could come. You feel what I'm saying? Just had oversaturated himself at one time. You feel what I'm saying?
I do.
Oversaturated himself so much where everybody was times and all this, everybody wanted that style of, you know what I'm saying? Whereas though Bink could still come through and do what he do with no issue at all.
And I think that's what's still keeping his life now. Because I mean, when I was down there maybe 2 years ago on VA with him, I mean, he had just done the John Legend joint. You know, he was just playing me the joint from Rick Ross's, not his newest album, but his last album. Like the reggae joint he did. He had just done the joint on Pusha T's mixtape. So I mean, again, like to the average listener, you may think Bink ain't had nothing out in a while when he's actually had a lot.
You know what I'm saying? You can't. The thing about it is he ain't typecast.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That's the word.
Oh yeah, and then he did the joint. Then he did the joint on Compton. The joint with BJ the Chicago Kid on Compton too.
I mean, I like Bink's music, but sometimes some of the stuff he posts on Instagram is just over the top, yo. Like he posted when Rick Ross album was I think the first week out, you know, him and Justice League was going at it.
Oh yeah,
it's like Justice League on the album because I'm on the album. Like, come on, B. Like, do you really have to be like that?
Yeah, and then I think Justice League posted something like they was in the studio with somebody, like as a comeback. I don't know why dude be beefing with so many people, man.
Lay back and get your bread, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know, some dudes, when they got a chip on their shoulder, they gonna hold on to it. Because somebody saying like, yo, the Blueprint was fucking 18 years ago, my nigga. Move on.
Yeah.
You know, but for the nigga who feel like he deserved props for it, that may be something you keep fighting for until you die.
Yeah. Right.
So, I mean,
crazy.
That's like,
but for that one though, we already give him props. He gets props on that song though, especially that song
for the average person.
True.
You know what I'm saying? But it ain't even. My thing is this, man. All of us on here are producers. Some of them are. Some people on here rap. I don't even want to be seen just letting me get the bread and be behind the scenes. You feel what I'm saying? Because what we do, it's not an age limit, and it's not that we have to be a certain way. Man, just lay back and get your bread, man.
Hey.
If people emulating you, that's a good thing.
It doesn't work like that though. You in 2017, 18, you can't be a producer that's not seen. You can't.
I would rather not be seen
and not seen.
But you can't be not seen and make money.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Name what kind of money we're trying to make though.
Name one producer you haven't seen that's all over the place.
Are we talking about just in hip hop or in music in general?
Music in general.
All right, I'm gonna name one.
Max Martin.
All right.
I don't even fucking know what Max Martin looked like, but you get any pop record, I guarantee Max Martin's on it.
Dude, Jay Bishop that did the stuff for Jason. For Jason, what's the boy that Jason?
Only reason I know Dr. Luke because he was raping bitches.
Damn. God damn. God damn, Jay.
I'm sorry,
otherwise I wouldn't know who the fuck Dr. Luke was.
Welcome to Scratch Magazine.
All right, let's narrow it down to hip hop.
Okay.
Name a hip hop producer that hasn't been seen, but gets a lot of work. I'll wait.
I mean, the hard part is you really can't even say Bink because a lot of work. I mean, I know you did 3 on Rick Ross album, but I wouldn't clarify that as a lot of work.
You got me there. Because even if you don't see him, you hear they goddamn tag all through the fucking record.
I don't think Bink got a tag. Does he have a tag?
I mean, in this day and age, I don't think it's beneficial for a producer to be not in the background.
All right, you know what, Gadget? What do you define as a lot of work? How many beats in a year is a lot of work?
I would say 10 to 12 placements a year.
Knots. I would say knots.
Yeah, you right about that.
But I do see knots though.
But knots post beats every day on Instagram.
Yeah, but I mean like that. But I mean like he had a joint on Royce album. He had a joint on Royce mixtape. He had a joint on God, hold on, let me look at my phone.
He had Malone on Instagram though.
Yeah.
They see modeling.
Yeah. He definitely had Malone for real. Shit. That dude.
But I mean, the more to the story, Gadget, is that it ain't a lot. It ain't a lot.
So I'm wondering how producers even do budgets. Like, I work with a producer here who would be like, I need this amount of money every month to live. So he would need to sell or lease 20 beats to make 25. Say he wanted to make $2,500 a month. If he didn't make that, like he didn't have a regular job. All he did was beats. If he didn't do that, he wouldn't eat or he couldn't pay his mortgage.
Well, here's the thing. I know, and on that point that you said that, I read an interview with the boy Apollo Brown, and he was saying that that's kind of how he makes beats. That he looks at it like, if I make X amount of beats a month, I can put out X amount of projects a year, then I can live. So he's like, if I can make 12 beats a month for a project, so I can put out a project every month, I can eat. Yeah. And I think Apollo's had a lot of joints out this year. I know he got playing at Asia joint, so if you include like those projects, I know he had a joint with Sky Zoo.
Yeah. Razcast.
Yeah, with Razcast. So I guess Apollo Brown, Alchemist stay working. I don't think he ever take a break. But if you ain't on it, it'll go right over your head because dude is working on a lot of stuff.
But are those? I've seen the checks from Spotify. It ain't a lot.
No, not from Spotify.
but see, I don't see. That's the thing too that I don't get. Like what Rhyme says. So if Evidence got a new album coming out, and Alchemist and Knots actually just did the new single on that too. which is crazy. If Alchemist does half of Evidence's album, does not just get half, money up front from God, what did I just call it label? Rhyme Sayers. Does Rhyme Sayers just say, Al, here's your money, or here's your budget, Ev, give whatever you giving to Al, and then call it a day? So then does Al care about the Spotify numbers?
Nah, because they numbers is dumb. Spotify numbers is dumb. I say like this, he probably take that check and then might be like or two. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you either can take the money up front or you just say I want the points.
I think it's more of a hip hop co-op whereas they get a small advance and then they split everything after that.
Okay. Somebody else gadget, Jake One.
Yeah. That's what I was want to mention. Yeah,
I had
see him out here.
A minute ago, he was on the podcast, and he was saying how kind of like similar. I was just saying to me, it's so bugged because one of my favorite Jake joints is the joint he did for Wale. That joint with Usher, I love that shit, man. You know what I mean? And his shit kind of is all over the place because he'll have a joint for Wale, then he did the shit for with Dre, Ross, and Jay-Z. So then he'll fuck around and do that tuxedo shit for a year. So
yeah, tour with that.
Exactly. I've been trying to get him back on the show. He's like, dog, I'm fucking in Japan or I'm wherever right now. I get at you when I get back to Seattle. But Jake One's another one who most people may never even heard of, but definitely don't think he put in as much work as he does.
But he got plugged in. He got plugged in real good though, man.
How does an unknown producer who does music full time make a living?
You get a job. You get a 9 to 5.
I was gonna say a job.
I mean, real talk. I mean, especially now more than ever, because to be honest with you,
not just a job, a damn career.
I mean, career.
And you don't put all your eggs in the placement basket. You try to work other shit, work licensing, work any other shit you can get your music to. Besides chasing placement.
Man, what you do is you learn how to DJ, man.
For these unknown artists. The money is because producers, we're like the last person on the totem pole now. Like, because like I always tell people in '92 when I got the Morgan, if you wanted the SP 1200, you was talking $2,500 fucking dollars. You know what I mean? Then you need the receiver, then you need the turntable, then you need the S9. You talking $3,800-$3,900 for a college student. You know what I mean? So if you went and did that, you really were fucking committed to this beat shit. Whereas now if you buy an iPhone or an iPad, niggas got whatever on here, they start making beats, they a producer. It's almost like the person who was the photographer who used to buy all that equipment. Then you go to Best Buy. Now you go get you a little Canon joint, 600-700 DSL camera. Now you a photographer. So the photographer who's shooting the weddings for, $3,500. Now they got all these other young boy photographers coming in talking about, nah, I shoot your wedding for $800. And it's the same thing with producers. Same thing with DJs. Back in the day, it was you was a dope DJ because it was like what you had in your crates. Now you don't need crates.
Nope.
So that's the hard part. As the producer, you more worried about the visuals now. So the MC is more hyped to pay the person who's gonna shoot the video than they are to pay the producer.
Yeah.
Which is sad, but it's just the way it is.
On the real though, man, seriously, like I say, like learn how. For those who don't know how to DJ, learn how to DJ. So whoever you up and coming artist you're doing something for, when you give them beats and they do them shows, you feel what I'm saying? That way you can get that show money with them.
Yeah, the hard part now is that everything I seen. I don't know if you've seen this gadget that Ray was charging to open up for him.
Huh?
Yeah, like Raekwon was like, "Yo, if you want to open up for us at the Howard Theater, it'll be a key." You know what I mean?
It's been like that.
I'm old, bro. I don't go out to the club. I don't know nothing no more, man. So I'm like, damn, you got to pay to open up for somebody now?
Yeah.
Nah.
The show money, really, you won't get no show money because you paying to perform now. Like that's how ass backwards the industry is now. You paying. Even as a DJ, I'm not gonna get no money because you had to ante up all this. You had to borrow money from your auntie and them just to get on the stage.
Look,
that part is dumb for a lot of them artists because they like you gotta sell these tickets
Yeah, but they hoping, yo, I could get this audience. Raekwon and Ghost is gonna be a good 5,000 people there. Yo, this may be my chance to sell some CDs or whatever.
But here's the bombshell. They only there to see Ghost and Ray, not your ass.
Exactly. But that's the gamble.
Look, I don't know who that motherfucker was when I walked in late.
Right. You know, but that's the gamble, like we said, we take from the door. You know, you send your beat CD out, it's a gamble if you getting jacked or not. You know, I'm doing the same thing now trying to write scripts. It's like, damn, I'm seeing these websites, oh, the industry come through here, woo, woo, woo. Yeah, but so somebody still could jack me for it. But do I put it up or do I just keep 12 scripts I got written just sitting here on my hard drive? Like,
see, that's why.
What do you do?
That's why I'm getting my side chaining gang down. That side chain gang down, then you can jump on EDM and get that bread.
Yeah. So, or it'd be like, I'm like, if I got 12 scripts, I'm like, well, which script don't I mind somebody stealing? Which script is good?
No, you know what you do?
Like not square.
Go ahead and shoot that script and put it on YouTube.
Well, that's what we need to do, Gadget. You know my old ass. I got fibromyalgia, so my joints and bones be hurting. I can't even hold it. I ain't joking, man. That yo, this disease is a fucking pain in my ass, man. So let's connect.
What is that? What is that? Is that nerves?
It's nerves and bones. So wherever you have joints and bones, it hurts. So I'm constantly cracking my fingers because you got bones. You know, your knees, your feet. In the wintertime is the word. Like this time of year, I don't even come out the house, dog. After I come in from work, that door don't get open. Because cold and fibromyalgia do not mix at all, man.
Do you have to take this stuff called gabapentin?
Nah, I'm on this stuff. My doctor has me on this stuff, Cymbalta. The only problem with it is it's like, it's not like your regular medication where it's like you get a headache, your headache go away. Yeah. My medicine is like on a scale of 1 to 10. Without medicine, I'm probably a 9 in pain. With the medicine, I'm a 5 in pain. So I'm not in as much pain, but I'm still in pain.
Yeah, you still, yeah.
You know, so but yeah, Gad, yo, let's connect, man, because I got a lot of scripts that I think is dope and that we could shoot. But the problem always is I end up having to do everything. I got to write it, shoot it, edit it, cast it. Right. You know, and it's just like, yo, I'm too tired to do all this shit, man.
Just remember when you need the music for this this film masterpiece, we need that licensing money over here.
It's funny, Jay, because word is born. No bullshit. I was thinking of you and JP. I want y'all to do it.
Oh, that's word up. Episode to the rescue.
Yeah, that's my word. I want y'all to do it because I know y'all don't fuck with samples, and that's even better. So
you gotta get that side chaining up, man. I'm telling you, get that side chaining up, that EDM, man.
There's a lot of people.
That shit is so easy on machine too. It's like extremely easy to do.
Yo, let me ask y'all this because I just did a podcast on this. I ain't even posted yet, but the question for this week was: name me an MC that you used to fuck with, but you don't fuck with anymore, and why?
Ooh. Good question.
I really ain't fucking with Eminem right now.
All right,
because he put out some whack ass albums, and I predict this next one is gonna be the wackest.
What's the second single sound like? I haven't heard the second single yet.
Oh,
yeah, I haven't heard it. I
mean, I like what he's talking about. He's kind of talking about police brutality, but the beat is god awful garbage.
Okay.
Oh, right.
And didn't Denon Porter do most of the production?
Yeah, Denon Porter did this track, didn't he? The second single.
It don't.
So I heard it's like 6 minutes long.
It don't sound like no other Denon beat.
It's like the beat going reverse or something like that at a certain point.
Got a bunch of rock. Yeah, at one point.
Denon did that track.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yo, the crazy thing, that's how I felt when I found out Just Blaze did that T.I. and Rihanna Live Your Life.
You didn't like that?
I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Yo, that song is fire.
Nah, I didn't like it. Especially when I'm expecting.
It did sound like the T-Theme song.
I didn't know he did Far Away. Marsha Ambrosius. I thought she did that.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody.
I mean, my problem with Eminem now is he's so far gone to the pop side. I can't it don't even sound right no more. It sounds like he's trying too hard to get that pop hit. And I don't understand.
I wish he was more Beastie Boys than fucking pop.
Yeah.
So here go. Let's insert this joke now. E40 for me.
Why you stop rocking with E?
Cause it's been after the Ghetto Report card. It's just it's just to me the music sound like he's just trying to stay with the times instead of doing what he used to do.
Okay.
He just made music for himself, but now it's just keeping up with the youngsters and whatnot. And it's I haven't listened to anything since then, so maybe do have some shit that he was on his normal regular stuff, but I just ain't been really checking for it.
I have to say Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
Because when he put out something, I think last year, it was horrible.
What is I don't even know what the last album he put out was.
No, it wasn't.
I actually like that joint that him and Tip put out.
Yeah, the one with that Alicia Myers.
Yeah, with the
it wasn't
I want to
bad.
thank you, Heavenly Father joint. Like that was crazy. Him and Tip killed it.
He did a joint for Baby when he was like he did like one song.
Oh, you talking about that one when he was rapping hella fast or whatever that was single?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Terrible. Oh my God, I was like,
okay. 2009, Back on My Bullshit.
I like that
last album.
Nah, he dropped the Big Bang. Wasn't the Big Bang in like 11?
Big Bang was.
Nah, I'm on the Wikipedia. Big Bang was 2006.
Oh, okay.
Back on My Bullshit. Oh, Year of the Dragon, 2012 was his last album.
Damn.
That's the Q-Tip joint.
Nah, that ain't the Q-Tip joint.
That ain't.
Nah, that Q-Tip joint is Abstract Dragon.
Man.
Is that an album or a mixtape?
It's a mixtape.
This says Year of the Dragon is the 9th studio album by Busta Rhymes, released August 21st, 2012. With guest appearances from Anthony Hamilton, Cameron, Robin Thicke, Gucci Mane, Trey Songz, Lil Wayne.
That's too many features. God damn.
Well, you know, cats love that.
Ryan Brown.
I want to write no 16 times 3 times 12 no more.
Yo, Kev Brown played me the Busta Rhymes song. Oh, nigga.
What that he did for him?
Is that Fat Album joint?
And Bink is on this album.
Huh?
That's the Back of My
We got one
Bullshit
track on this Busta Rhymes album.
What?
Was that the pop of them things?
It's called Grind Real Slow, produced by Bink.
Oh shit.
Hold on.
Hey, Gadget.
Yo.
Was that the popping them things track?
No, it hasn't come out yet.
Oh, okay.
Is that from that old interview with Kev Brown with
Busta but Busta actually recorded to it and sent it back to Kev.
So it's still gonna come out, or this is just some old shelf forever type thing?
I'm hoping it comes out because when the public hears this, Kev is gonna get a lot of business. I mean, Bus really, and he got 2 features on it, which I can't say, but it's 2 huge features on that song.
Nice.
Good thing.
Yeah, I would definitely love to
I'm
hear
talking about platinum artists. That's with Bus on the song.
Yeah, man. Why you teasing Cass again?
You know, the only hard part with that, man, is one of the reasons why I hate the game nowadays. It'll come out, cats will be hype on it for 72 hours, and then nobody ever talks about it again.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the hard part of the game. Like, that's why, like, when I'm listening, that's why I'm just hearing this high, because I'm like, I like to give an album 2 weeks to live with. You know what I mean? So when it dropped, so did Talib joint. So I just was living with Talib's album for 2 weeks. So I'm always behind on music because I'm like, you can't fully digest nothing if you trying to keep up with everything. And I'm like, yo, man, I'm not even enjoying music the way I used to. So it's like, you know what? I'm listening to Side High till Christmas. The Conway comes out, I'll listen to that. Then I'll pick up whatever, niggas be hitting me on Twitter like, yo, listen to this. I'm like, all right, that shit'll, I'll listen to it in February. Like, I'm not messing up my rotation right now. Like,
yo, you know you killed me on Twitter when you said I guess did they release Damn on vinyl, but the track listing was just backwards?
The deluxe edition is like that.
Like, yo, they could have did that in Spotify.
Yo, I don't, man. Hey, whatever, man. Y'all niggas really gonna pay for an album that you can fucking play backwards? Fuck it, hey, man. I got a bottle of air to sell y'all, 100 a pop. Got air in here, man. I don't know. I ain't here to knock nobody hustle, man. If TDE can pull that off, hey, I can't.
Hey, I saw. Speaking of TDE, I saw SZA split. Her split with TDE is 70-30.
She gets 70.
She gets 70.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
I heard she hella creative.
That's good. I thought it was gonna be the flip. She get 30.
You know what? I've never heard anything coming out of TDE camp talking about somebody owed them money. Ever.
That's true.
I mean, that's good, man. You know, it's dope to actually see the music business run the way it should have been run for years. You know, where the artists are actually, you know, because you go through all this hoopla trying to clear samples and you realize half these artists don't even own it. You know, so it's just good to finally see that there are labels that are up and coming that, you know, actually want the artists to eat.
What do you think about Nipsey Hussle signing to Atlantic?
I've never heard nothing from Nipsey. I've just heard this first single. I fuck with Nipsey because I know he fuck with Lauren, or he used to fuck with Lauren. That's the reason why I really knew dude like that. And I know Bink was always telling me he was doing some shit with Nipsey. So I first time I've heard Nipsey, he just dropped a new single, and I mean it's cool. It's like, you know, ain't nothing crazy, but I mean, is he dope? And like, are niggas up on Nipsey like that?
Yo, Nipsey got this one joint that samples like I like when Nipsey rhymes over samples. That's when that to me, like he got this song I think with Dom Kennedy, and the fucking sample is stupid. I don't know who did the beat, because on mixtapes they don't put who produced the song.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
they don't do it for albums, so either. So.
Yeah, no, I've been slacking on Nipsey Hussle. I heard like one mixtape, and I was like, okay. I see it, but I mean, it ain't nothing that had me pressing rewind or nothing like that.
Niggas in Cali is still sleeping on DJ Quick, and he's probably the best producer out of Cali.
I've always heard that, man.
You mean young niggas in Cali? No one my age gonna be sleeping on Quick. Shit.
Like Quick. When you name producers from Cali, Quick name never come up.
Nope.
But you know why? I ain't even gonna hold you. I never rock with Quick because of his album covers. Like when Quick was, you know, Quick album cover with the perm blowing look like an R&B album cover. Like I probably heard Quick first album was like, yo, this some bullshit, and never went back. Like
hey, you wasn't not fucking with Drew Down either.
I never heard no Drew Down album.
Hey, that was the style, man.
I got a lot of hip hop holes in my. There's a lot of holes in my hip hop. Like there, I'm like, yo.
Hey, Kill. Did you ever listen to AMG's first album?
No, sir.
Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah.
Yo, the whole album is nothing but breaks.
Yeah.
The whole album, produced by DJ Quick, nothing but breaks.
All right, I'll look it up. You said AMG. What's the joint? I'm looking up right now.
He didn't produce that. He didn't produce AMG's first album.
He didn't?
No.
What's the name of the album, Gadget?
I think it's Bitch Better Have My Money, isn't it?
AMG.
Yeah.
Or did Quick executive produced it?
All right, bet. I
don't think he did either, to be honest.
And wasn't that goddamn? What's say fucking? What's his name? Just
Janine.
Was that Cole 87 who did that?
No, he didn't do that.
All right, bet. I got it now on my Apple Music. I'll check it out.
Above the Law?
Yeah.
Huh?
Now I heard the Above the Law joint.
Yeah, that had a lot of breaks in it, that first album.
All right.
Where Dixie at when you need him?
Yeah.
Kill. Now you and Iron had mentioned this dude during the podcast. Jamal, remember his album?
Yeah. Jamal, No Breaks.
Ooh,
Yeah.
boy.
And that remix that Pete did was stupid, man.
I used to kill that album.
Yeah. Jamal was dope. We got set up something for January for another joint, fam.
Yeah, definitely. And what's the dudes from New York that Clark Kent and Primo did?
All City.
Ooh.
Yeah, All City.
Niggas is stupid.
Yeah, that first 12-inch was crazy with Primo on the A side and Pete with Priceless on the B side.
And then they came back with Clark Kent.
Yeah. But cats like that, like that's a one-hit wonder to me who didn't deserve to be, because them dudes deserved another album. You know, same thing with Smooth the Hustler. I was teaching my daughter about her the other day because we was listening to if y'all remember that old Heather Headley song, He Is.
Yeah.
And we was listening to that, and I was like, yo, she bit Smooth whole style. And my daughter was like, what you mean? I played a broken language. And then, you know, I was like, damn, Smooth and Trigger was supposed to be next, man. Them dudes was nasty, man. And just never panned out for them.
Like I think they have a whole album produced by Nods too.
Oh, Smooth and Trigger?
Yeah, because Trigger lived down in Norfolk.
Oh, okay. Because I know Trigger had signed to Def Jam and they put out that My Crew Don't Go For That on that Nutty Professor album. But then I don't think they ever dropped the Def Jam album.
It's dog. I talked to DV alias Christ. He has his first Def Jam album, Beats by Bink. What's the other dude? There was another dude from VA.
This was a dope joint right here. If Cass ain't heard it, that Rod Digger classic with everything produced by Knots on it.
Too bad they don't rock with each other no more.
Oh, they don't?
Yeah, I did an interview. I did an interview with Knots, and he said he would never work with her again.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's fucking heartbreaking.
Damn, that's crazy. Can't stop this.
I work with her.
Y'all
I work with her.
Shit,
I put that work on her too.
Oh my God. I knew that was coming somewhere along the line. But hey.
Yo, Cash peep this book yet? Y'all cop this?
No, not yet.
I haven't bought that yet, but I've been looking into it.
What is that? I missed it. Hold up again.
Back in the lab.
Back to the lab is the follow up to the first joint he had out a minute ago.
Behind the
behind the beat.
I got that joint. Yeah,
I was about to get that Chunk D book today, but I ain't put it back.
Is that
what?
The Chuck D book.
Oh, the Chuck D book, yeah.
Is that photographs of people's labs?
Yeah, like they got alchemists. They got it's not, to me, it's not as good as the last one. It's a lot of cats in here I never even heard of, but like they got alchemists, they got Jazzy Jeff. You know, it's cool, man. It's cool.
The first book got that famous picture of Dilla you see all the time with Dilla sitting in front of the 3000 in that empty room
with the upright.
Then they do like another follow up with Dilla, got Mom Dukes in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, do you have there's a similar book like that, but for people who collect vinyl? Do you have that one?
Nah, I don't. I think you're talking about the one that West was in. It was like something stupid. It was like $90 for that.
Yeah, I paid $75 for it.
Okay, I'm like, yo, I love vinyl, but shit, that's a lot of records I could buy. You know, it's like I'm not paying $90.
Oh, you talking about the Dustin Grooves book?
Yeah.
I see $90. I was like, nah, my G. I come over to somebody's house and look through it or some shit, man. Hell with that. This another nice joint from back in the day, the SP 1200 book they had.
Yeah, I seen that book before.
Now, this is a dope joint. They got like everybody there.
Let me see the book. Let me see how thick it is.
Don't do it. He'll reach through the computer. Don't do it.
Now, let me see it real quick.
No.
Okay.
But like it got joints in there.
That's about the size of the manual.
Like they got Grap in there, Lord Finesse, Ski. They got basically everybody but Pete Rock in here talking about the SP.
Hey, Kill, you still machine to the death?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. This machine, man. I love it, man. I love it.
Right on.
I love it.
Hey,
I love the $500.
SP 1200.
What'd you say?
SP 1200.
I haven't used the SP in God since probably '93.
I still got my original one from '90.
Oh, that's beautiful then. I still got my ASR. I rock with that from like 95 to 2000. Then got the 2000 XL and then went to the machine only because my zip drive died in the 2000 XL and fixed and brought more zip disks. It was going to be the same price as buying a machine. So then I stopped being able to find zip disks. So I was like, yo, fuck it. Let me just try some shit.
Which model you rocking? You got the MK2 or Studio? Which one?
Dog, I'm like the Fred Flintstone of the Jetsons. I got this shit right. I got I don't know what the fuck it is. Not the Studio, but the smaller one than that.
The first version?
Nah, this is like, I probably copied it like 2-3 years ago. So
the one with the color, the different color pads?
The different color pad.
MK2. All right.
Yeah.
YMCA.
Shut up, Blue.
A lot of haters, a lot of machine haters.
Used to call Simon Says low. I'll always be like messing with it. Like, man, this nigga in this crib playing Simon Says. Now I would have went with the Renaissance, but 500 to 1200. I was like, nah, I spent 500.
I ain't even gonna say nothing.
Why? What's wrong?
Because this dude is fucking alien with the
nothing. We just got the ongoing machine versus NPC beef.
Yeah. What up? I'm here.
I got the machine here and the NPC here,
and neither one is in his name.
Which one you like better, the MP or the machine?
The machine is tight, man. I like the machine, but to me, I'm more handicapped on the machine than I am on the Renaissance on the MPC.
Like what you mean?
Because there's a lot of stuff that I could do on the Renaissance. I could do it way quicker on there than I could.
Yeah, I mean, truth be told, if cost wasn't an issue at the time, I would have definitely stayed with Akai, you know. But you know, I saw 1200, 500. It kind of was like, okay, that's easy.
But the machine is tight, man. I ain't gonna knock it. You know what I'm saying? It's just I would really prefer the any NPC over the machine.
The funny part is, like, you know, I ain't mad at that, man. It's like, hey, man, whatever works for folks, man. You know.
Yeah.
So CX, you would go with a standalone. You would go with a 2000 XL over a machine.
No, or 2500.
No,
or 500. Now, if you say 500, I'm just logging off.
I would, to be honest with you, I probably would take a 2500 over the machine. Probably would. I probably would. And the machine is tight, man.
We talking stock OS with the 25.
Man, you getting technical now. You feel what I'm saying? That's like saying I take the machine with 1.5 or just 2.0. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that I agree with.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm saying, if you, I could say that if I had a 25 with JJOS on it, then there's things that I like doing on JJOS and I can't really do a machine. But the stock OS on the 2500, I can't take that over having a machine.
No, I wouldn't. I mean, you'd be a fool to just have the stock. But I'm just saying, like, to me, we're using both of them. Strengths, it does. And I mean, you got to get in that machine state of mind to really just be using that. But from me knowing what the Renaissance could do, or the Studio, or the X, or the Live, commit all the way to that machine. You know what I'm saying? Because
no doubt,
I can run circles around that machine with that Renaissance.
Damn it, I'm committed because it's all I got. Like you lavish, motherfuckers.
What you say, Jay's like, yo, I'm committed because there's no other hoes out here.
Right.
Like, I got what I got.
This is my bottom bitch.
If I just had a machine, if I just had machines, that joint like a gynecologist, man.
Damn.
That's how I be digging up in it. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
What is going on?
Oh, has anybody seen the how there's a provision in the new GOP tax plan specifically for songwriters?
How you get to see that, man?
It was public knowledge.
I didn't know that, man.
What page of the tax bill was that on?
Shit.
No, but
they had the scribble. Was that on the ones that had the scribbles on it?
Scribble. That's
no,
what I'm saying.
but I think songwriters are going to get taxed at a higher bracket.
Damn,
yeah.
I've been writing songs too. I've been writing a few songs. I got my notepad right here. Look, I'm serious. Look at my notepad, man. All kind of shit, man. I can't spit them, but I can write songs, man.
I don't need them niggas all up in my ass cap. I don't believe.
Oh my God! You better pause that one.
Damn, man, you taking shit in here, man? At least I ate a whole mouthful of that shit.
Hey,
wow.
EST wrote a whole bunch of Beyonce songs or Destiny's Child songs.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
He did.
No, he did. I think he wrote like maybe 2 or 3 songs on that first Beyonce album. I know he still was rocking with him, but I know he worked on that first album.
He wrote Cater to You. Greatest Man Alive wrote Cater to You.
Yes, but that's what he's talking about earlier, having to reinvent yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Having to reinvent yourself, man.
I hope Chuck Dice did something with that Studio 440.
EST, and I'm like, 3 times dope EST?
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess what Chuck Nice doing? He's still rocking that Studio 440.
Chuck Nice selling crack, B. The other 2 niggas selling drugs, man.
Are you serious?
No, I mean, I don't know, but I'm sure they are. I mean, we love the greatest man alive, but it wasn't moving units like that.
Well, at least they ain't never shot no cops.
That is true.
So Chuck Nice then sold the Studio 440 for like an 8-ball then, huh?
Hey,
crack.
hey, killing Gadget. Did y'all think Steady B or Cool C was decent?
Yes.
I thought Steady B was crazy. I wasn't never a big Cool C fan, but Steady B, man. Steady B's first album, Bring the Beat Back, and What's My Name? I mean, I was probably in 6th grade in 85, 86 when them shits came out. They were crazy to me.
Yo,
My Name.
After Steady B did the song with KRS,
the serious remix.
That Let the Hustler Play album, it was a cool album. It wasn't great, but that remix he did, and KRS did another joint on there called The Undertaker. That was crazy.
But you knew something. You knew something was funny. You knew something was funny because Tat Money had rolled out.
Yeah, Tat rolled to get with Kwame.
Tat had rolled out, and everybody was like, "Man, that's Tat Money. What the hell are you doing with Kwame?" You know what I'm saying?
The whole beef was 3D was like, yo, on some Ice Cube shit, like, yo, Lawrence Goodman is making the money funny, so they jetted. And then EST and 3 Times Dope had that crew with Kwame. They squatted up with them and Larry Last. So then Tat was like, yeah, the money ain't right, and he rolled too.
You know, my joint was CEB Get the Point.
Yep, CEB, man.
Yeah. I rocked that joint the whole summer.
That was a summer banger right there. And then next summer they got locked up. So yeah. It's crazy, man. That's still a crazy story to me, man.
Shit happens, man.
They didn't shoot a cop. They shot the first
lady cop.
Right.
And that was the thing. One of my homeboys reached out from Philly for me to write a script to, and I was like, yo, if I write it, I want it to be like, you know, on some old 50-50 shit. Like, I don't want it to be telling Steady B and them story. I want it to be telling this hard-working black mother story, too, because she lost, you know, 2 sons lost a mother.
Right.
You know, I'm like, I don't want to be writing no shit. You know, we could talk about their history, but I also want to talk about the problems. And a lot of people don't know that. I think one of the sons is actually in jail now because after she died, he started getting into the streets more. You know what I mean? So, you know, I wanted to show both sides of the story, but he was more so trying to make it like a celebratory for them type thing of their life, and then just how it ended wrong. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna pass on that.
What year was that? What year did that happen?
That may have happened in 96.
Yeah.
Like 95, 96.
Little known fact that I just remembered, my pops was a cop in Philly when that happened.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. It was definitely like, wow, man. Like, these dudes was on some old set it off. And what I heard was that they had been robbing banks for a minute.
Right. Yeah, they was getting down for a minute. I was in Vietnam around that time. And I remember talking
I was in China around that time too.
Dudes was up that way, and they was telling me about that shit. You know what I'm saying? How they was getting down.
It was in Shanghai, huh?
So there you go, Gatch. There go some of your stories of what happened to 90 rappers who
yeah,
you know,
about that shit, man. Jersey.
That's just like Ice Cube homeboy. What's his name? Was it JD? Yeah. JD. JD still in the junk.
Oh, word?
Oh, JD from the Lynch Mob?
Yeah, JD still in the joint. He got jammed up too. No, not JD. It's another.
It was Shorty. Who was in the Lynch Mob? Shorty, JD, and I forget the other motherfucking name.
Yo, y'all some bad niggas if y'all could name the original Lynch Mob.
I used to like the Lynch Mob records, man.
You could T-Bone.
T-Bone, that's it.
Shorty, T-Bone, and JD.
Y'all can sit and tell me they named Boo Clue and Appy. I have no idea who was in the damn Lynch Mob.
I don't even know. You didn't like Gorillas in the Mist?
Yeah, Gorillas in the Mist.
That's a great album.
Hey, motherfucker.
Yeah, I never heard it, man.
The Devil. I love that goddamn song.
Yeah. Hey, I got that shit around here somewhere.
Yo, if y'all check that book, Check the Technique Part 2 with Brian Coleman, it's like breaking down how hip hop albums got made.
Yeah.
I was reading the Ice Cube part about America's Most Wanted. I was shocked because he was saying that Eric Vietnam Sandler from the Bomb Squad did the bulk of that. Not really too much of
Keith
y'all know,
Shockley.
yeah, Hank, the Shockley brothers. They was like, yo, Hank would come in on some Puff shit like after the shit was done and tweak hit shit here and there. But he was like, yo, it was really me and Eric Vietnam Sandler for the bulk part of that.
When somebody asked me, man, what does the SB 1200 sound like? I'm like, listen to America's Most Wanted. SB 1200 all day.
You would point them to that over a Pete Rock?
They must have had 2 SPs because ain't no way they had all them fucking sounds.
What happened? What I said?
Cypress Hill too.
No, what I tell you is that
motherfucking 950.
With the SB 1200 back then, we used to stripe the tape with Simpty, and once you lock it to Simpty, that's when the SB 1200 would lock the tape like crazy, and then you start dumping tracks on top of tracks. Couldn't do everything with just 12.5 seconds. You literally was doing everything on top of everything.
Right.
Damn, man, you calling a whole nother language, man. School me. I have no idea.
No, what it is is that like the SB 1200 only had 12.5 seconds. You can only sample 2.5 seconds per
to each pad.
You know what I'm saying? And so like in order to finish up a beat, you have to how you would MIDI 2 things together and they would sync together.
Right, kind of like the SP and the S9.
Right. No, that's not really syncing. That's just triggering. That's just triggering MIDI. If I'm syncing the MPC with a Phantom, but I'm playing the Phantom sequencer at the same time, they got the same clocks.
Okay, I know what you're saying.
Time clock, MTC.
Yeah, like an MTC, That's how we used to have to do with the SB1200 with tape. You used to have to literally lock it to tape, and then like I do the beat right here, and I'm like, shit, I ain't got enough sample time for the hook, so I got to literally load another disc up, hook. You feel what I'm saying? Because you ain't had enough sampling time.
Right.
That's how they did all that shit.
I remember Alchemist saying that's how Muggs would do. He'd have like 5 SP1200s in a room.
Yeah.
And that's what made him get the ASR 10 because he was like, fuck all this shit for some sampling time. So
yeah, that's how. I mean, Dre used to do that with the 3000, but he only did that because he didn't want the loading time.
Okay.
The loading time was long on those machines back then, but the SB1200, that shit loaded up quick. 100 shit used to load up quick.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
I changed my mind on Bruno Mars' album. I kind of like it now.
Oh, a whole year later, huh?
Yeah.
What changed your mind? You must have watched his special.
No. No, I actually listened to it. Like in depth. And honestly, no singer out here fucking with him right now.
He hot.
Not really.
Yo, Gadget, you heard PJ Morton's album?
No, I like him though.
Oh,
check that out, man.
You talking about Gumbo? Oh,
Gumbo.
the album is dope.
Very dope album. I'll send you the link to my podcast. He was on. Great, cool dude too, man. Like we probably chopped it up for a good hour.
That's one of my best albums of the year.
Yeah, definitely. I was just listening to it today, and I just remembered how good it was. And it's like Illmatic. It's 9 songs. It's in and out. You know, ain't no filler, nothing. To me, no tracks. You gotta skip through. You could just let it ride.
Somebody sent me
a PJ Morton Gumbo.
All right.
Yeah, that's just
somebody sent me.
It's funny that dude. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Somebody sent me a SoundCloud link today for this drummer from Howard. Like the people that used to be in Soulquarians, like James Posner.
Yeah, James Posner.
Like there's another spin-off group from that.
Wow.
That they have.
Any from Howard?
You mean there's a spin-off group of Dilla from the Soulquarians or something?
No. From Poisoner and some D'Angelo's backup.
Yeah, my bad, Gadget. I was making a joke basically saying that they all bit Dilla, but yeah.
Oh. No, but it's tight though.
They go to Howard?
Oh, the drummer went to Howard. They got a song with Elzai and Fonte.
Oh, okay.
I knew you was gonna say Fonte.
I'm gonna put the link in the chat.
Yeah, so Fonte is that nigga, so I'm always down to listen to whatever he got.
Yes, he is.
We playing beats?
Yeah, go ahead.
We know you got one ready, nigga.
I know.
No.
Pause.
My nigga.
Hey Wallace, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. What up?
You still want this beat?
Yes. 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 Stop playing it. Yes.
Hey, RTO, let me get that beat.
Right,
let me get that whole project.
Hey, so how would you like me to how do you want it?
Straight wave pause. Straight waves.
Right. Want some waves.
Straight stems.
It's not it's not sequenced over. I know you ain't tripping, so
yeah, don't sequence it. I'll do that.
Oh shit.
I'll edit it.
Make sure Wallace get them stems, man.
See, I wasn't going that far, CX. Damn.
J Bishop, I got a song to your song, brother, and I'm just not done with it.
Yeah, I've been waiting.
Yeah, I know, man. I've been living life over here, man. Living life.
Oh, hey, Wallace, how did the job interview go?
I got it. I took the job.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Congrats.
What's this? What job is this? Never mind. We'll discuss it after dark. You ain't got to put
no doubt. No doubt.
So, yo, from everybody up here, who rhymes? There are people who rhyme up here?
Mental drop. Wallace rhymes.
I can rhyme a little bit, but I'm not an animal.
I can rhyme a little
I'm not an animal. I'm not an animal rapper. Like I just, I'm like Andre 3000.
This nigga one take Jacob out here talking about he ain't no animal.
And where you out of, B? Where you at?
I'm out Detroit, man.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Flint, born in Flint, out of Detroit though, technically.
Yeah, I'll play on something. Yeah, that's what it's been working on.
That's on tight.
Good looking, good looking.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I think I got something. Hold on, let me see.
So somebody just texted me, tell him I rap. I don't know who this is.
Yeah, you the gateway to the stars, bro.
We going to G-Phone files. Okay.
That's dope, Jay. You just cooked that up?
Fuck Jay Bishop.
I think Ryan Leslie did that.
Number one, yeah, I just made that last night. Number two, fuck y'all.
That's my name.
That dope.
Jay Bishop when they go all over there with it and stuff.
That's Drew down right there.
All about my paper.
right.
He folded.
Hey, I'm gonna need y'all to get y'all West Coast stuff correct. That was G-Funk. E40 is Mob. I'm gonna have to play some Mob, so y'all.
I ain't fucking with you, RTO. Cause
hey, man, that shit that you was playing me, that was not no goddamn G-Funk.
I sent him some shit. I said, check this G-Funk out. That nigga correction, sir.
This motherfucker say, man, we play
area.
Nah, he like he man, he plays some G-Funk. It can send me some damn fucking shit that sounds like DJ Mustard. Ain't no damn G-Funk.
It's all West Coast to me, goddammit. That's what I tell you.
Hey man, that's like me saying fucking Detroit house or Chicago house is the same.
Ooh. No, that's where you fucked up.
Them fighting words.
Exactly.
For real.
I know you don't love me, and it may be someone else. And as I sit alone here at home, knowing what I should do, I thought I can't stay away. Can't stay away from you. Can't stay away from you.
Jay Bishop don't like vocal samples.
You don't like Jay? You don't like
that play? Yeah, that was dope.
He don't like my music.
My bad, Jay. Let me get something for you.
No, don't listen to this nigga. Don't you listen to this nigga?
Let me get
I can see Sierra over this. You said John B.
Nah, I said Bundy.
Oh.
That's funny. That's what my man said. He said, I can see Bun B on this.
Fire.
Good luck.
Somebody getting high with some tender windows on that track.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word.
No.
Yeah, that was
dope. Yeah.
Oh, very dope.
Pass that shit around, homie.
Hell yeah, all y'all on Twitter and everything. I definitely want to connect with y'all outside of this too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Please follow.
Hey, these niggas don't use Twitter. The only people on Twitter is me and Jay Bishop.
All right.
I got it, but
I got Twitter too.
I don't use it as much, but I need to start. So
if you on IG, it's KIL889. So follow me. I'll follow y'all back. Definitely want to connect with all y'all too. So
hold on, what did you say it was again?
It's KIL889. That's for Twitter and Instagram.
All right, for sure.
We got Will in the building. What's up, Will? Will.
I just heard him say something. I heard him. What else? No, me Wade.
Wade, damn, my bad. Damn.
and I'm like,
hey, wait. Who's Will, Gadget? You still in Lexus?
Will is your alter ego, Wade.
What's up, Wade?
Yo, Jay, what do you? Is this for a new project or something?
Huh?
That's that doggy dog stuff, animal music.
What we playing? Some slow stuff, or I mean, some smooth stuff, or what? I don't know.
I ain't got no beats.
You got some beat. Bishop over here setting the mood right. Wow. That's the machine, dude.
I'm so proud of my early whole week work. You know, y'all finally see the light.
It's the machine dudes.
That's funky.
It is. I don't even want to play this beat.
That's dope, Jay.
That's crazy.
I don't even want, because Jaden set the mood, man. This ain't for that.
Yeah.
So
I hate that beat was yours, nigga.
Man, Gadget, fuck that nigga, man.
I'll play this thing. I guess to be the buffer in between.
Yeah, give me something. Put me in the mood, man.
And Wade gotta play some beats too.
All right, y'all. What's up?
What's
You
up,
gotta play some
Wade?
beats, man.
Gadget, why don't Gadget play a beat?
I'm laying on the couch. I ain't playing no beat.
Laying on the couch.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I fucks with that.
That's crazy.
A fast rhyme and Busta rhyme track.
Thank you, Antonio.
Right on.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Playing old Joan.
To make me go away can never change this feeling I have for you, darling.
Despicable.
Man, that shit old. That shit like 3 years old. About 3 years old.
Sometimes those be the best beats. I take a rock beat tape from '94 before I take something new he did.
Right.
That was crazy.
I don't know. I don't know.
What, a P93 beat tape?
Oh no, I think you're talking about from CX. With CX, I don't know. This motherfucker crazy. Yeah, with Pete Rock, hell yeah.
Oh, word, Jay.
Oh
man, Jay Bishop ass.
Jay
Bishop was fucking live yesterday on Facebook, doing a fucking pad solo, jamming the fuck out.
That shit is crazy. What gadget at?
I'm right here.
Mill, you talking about them samples with them 808 drums?
Check.
Oh, at the way he play that, I'm gonna play some Jones, man.
I hear you. We heard you. Wait.
You heard me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
Wait is the new Davenport. I'm just saying.
Man, I forget from week to week how to plug this joint up, man.
You want me to go while you get straight?
Yeah, please do.
Pause.
I would have made it up to you.
I could do that too, all day.
Damn,
all day.
All
day.
Yeah.
If you throw some triplets in there,
I ain't even. Man, look.
Yeah. Just
I ain't even gonna say that.
It's just a 16th triplet.
Yeah, no, a 64.
We get this trap money, nigga. We get this trap money.
We need a straight 64.
Man, that was.
And then get your boy Forte jump on that joint. It's a hit.
So I'm just gonna bypass that last
hate is real.
I'm going over
Okay.
old shit. It's like old machine beats. Decided to plug in the machine today.
Here y'all go. This old. This old. This old.
It is though.
Play the
Like,
damn
New to me,
beat.
nigga.
huh?
New to me,
New to me.
I thought y'all heard this already. I swear I played this before.
Well, you thought wrong.
It probably has been like over a year, but still. I'm trying to hold back on all the new stuff so I won't be like spoiling it. So I'm playing all the old stuff.
It's all good. It's all good. You know, PayPal, be ready.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How you gonna spoil it?
Well, I mean,
like a nigga gonna be like,
Good
well,
way.
I ain't buying that RTO shit. God damn.
Uh-oh.
whoa. That must have been way.
Oh my God, who's that?
Okay.
Well, we can hear it.
Go ahead, wait.
Yeah, we heard it. We hear it, wait.
That mug ride.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? I like that.
That was dope as fuck,
That's
way.
dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Hey, wait.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
dope,
that-
man.
That was dope.
Hey, wait.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
God wants me to have that beat.
I'll send it to you.
Good old gadget.
I have a crazy feedback loop, so I'm like hearing things like 3 times over and over.
Really?
Oh my God. You don't have a video stream playing, do you?
Is it YouTube on?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Hey, RTL, come on, bro. You ain't gonna get no cues like that all the time.
Yeah, it is.
Oh man. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay. YouTube was on the whole time. It was killing me because I was hearing everybody's voice 3 times over.
There you go.
Man, it's been a minute. I'm out of the loop, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I think you out the loop now.
Now I'm out the loop. Now it's real time. Now I can like actually like be in the moment, you know?
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good.
Oh man.
I love you
So
guys.
did the beat play it like echo? Did you hear the echo?
No, we heard it fine. We heard it perfect.
Okay.
You the other one heard that though. We all heard
Okay, it
it.
was
It's fine.
driving me nuts in my head. Yeah.
Pause in there somewhere though.
It's always a pause and some like yeah. I just be saying stuff.
Hey, wait.
Yeah, what's up?
What's Lexus coming out next year?
Man, we got 14 products
I believe, coming out in 2018. Man, it's crazy. Dude, I told you about what just happened. Crazy, right? I just got back from Dallas. I was gone. I got national recognition, man. Lexus recognized me nationally as one of the 9 best technology delivery specialists out of Lexus USA. The whole country, 238 dealers.
Congrats.
Crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Like,
that's what's up.
Like you damn near software engineer for Lexus or something. I know you deal with like the electronics.
Can you do it? It was crazy. They put us up at the Omni, that world headquarters, Dallas Cowboys, whatever. Yeah, I'm not so much a team fan. I'm more of a game fan and a player fan, right? Like I don't have like a specific team per se. Yeah. I like sports. I like particular players. I like particular the sports, right? But anyway, we get out of the Omni. And they said they had arranged special transportation to corporate headquarters in Plano. And we thought that they were going to chauffeur us in limos or something like that. And they said, well, we had last second plans and something had come up. So we walk out, man. It was so epic and so dope. They had 9 new LS 500s for all 9 of us to drive over there. And man, that was crazy. That's the cards coming in first quarter of 2018, and that'll be $90,000, probably $85,000-$90,000. It's the flagship sedan.
Yeah.
What
type of speakers are you guys putting in Lexus?
Okay, so that's a crazy question. Actually, you cannot get a Lexus speaker outside of a Lexus vehicle. A Mark Levinson system, you can't buy a Mark Levinson speaker. It's specially crafted for Lexus, and that's it. So it's not like Bose, it's not like Blaupunkt, it's not. So Mark Levinson owns, I believe it is Harman Studios, which is Harman Kardon and all of this high-end stuff.
Yeah.
So what actually goes into a Mark Levinson speaker has to do with a lot of different components from a lot of different companies. It's not like a Bose speaker you would buy or a particular brand speaker. It's components. And Mark Levinson is really cool because they focus on distortion reduction. And they have 10 times less distortion than any other automobile manufacturer out there. So the speakers focus on separation and the stereo field. Man, it's crazy in the Mark Levinson system.
I just think you need the backdrop.
Monitors then.
What's that?
They need to make monitors then.
No.
Yeah, monitors would be dope. I mean, it's a whole different spectrum. I mean, obviously, it's focuses on car, focusing on the space, focusing on the different actual sound treatment, right?
Yeah.
Like we had a dude that the Mark Levinson system. It's supposed to come with like it's like 8 speakers, or it actually supposed to come with like 12 or 13 speakers or something like that. In this $100,000 car, it's the new LC 500. It's this really hot sports car, and it's the lines on it are just immaculate. Anyway. He was so infuriated that he couldn't find the other speakers, so he paid to have them ripped out of his car to have a personalized custom system put in. And you're not going to do better than what was custom built for it because it was specially designed. It's just crazy how people think sometimes.
I mean, people are always doing a beat in the house and take it out to the car for the car test.
Yeah,
I think that would just be fucking amazing.
Shit.
What up, people?
What's going on, Dick? It's crazy. Thank you for asking, man. It's crazy. It's
no problem.
A lot of really good stuff happening, so I'm glad I could share. And now I just gotta get back to the beats, gotta get back to the rhymes, and get my project going and all that stuff. So a few beats already ready, and so yeah.
Does Lexus know you make beats? Because you could parlay this into like a commercial or something.
It's happening already with what just happened in Dallas. Yeah, with what just happened in Dallas, they flew in. So there was 9 of us, but there was 36 total. So I'm not good at math. Whatever 36 minus 9 was those were the people, the corporate people that came in to actually basically mine our brains. Like I've now delivered over 5,000 Lexus automobiles. So that's me sitting in a car with 5,000 people, basically finding out what they like, what they don't like, because I teach them how to use their car. So Lexus has turned and looked at us. They handpicked us as being the best. Because of reviews we got online and nominated by area representatives and all of this as our name starts to flourish. And it's really cool because Lexus is actually taking our feedback, valuing our input because we're the ones who have the most experience with the context and the touch points for the guests. You know what I mean? So it's a really smart business move.
I tell you, if I ever win a lottery and try to give me an LFA, I'm coming to you.
Man, LFA is dope. We got 2 of them here in the state. I don't think Dr. Walsh is selling his anytime soon. But then the guy who owns Smart Toyotas. But yeah, there's only 500 ever made. It wasn't designed for public consumption. It was a test. And
I was out delivering in Carmel by the sea and saw one of them joints, man. That was like a one and only thing for me to see, because
here's what's so crazy.
You don't see that car at all. That car is like rare.
When LFA was created, here's just a little drop a little gem on this. The technology that existed, only NASA or Toyota could do what needed to be done. And so why that was this. It has to do with the loom and weaving things. So if you look at the LFA, there's certain pieces to that car that just don't exist in engineering history. It just, the lines and the curves, it just didn't exist. So Toyota said, how do we do this? Well, what they did was they actually created a loom that weaves fibers of carbon fiber together, and they made the parts for the car out of nothing.
That's crazy.
Yep. That's the beauty of carbon fiber.
Unbelievable. And now we're using something called carbon fiber reinforced plastic, which actually makes things stronger, but yet lighter because it's reinforced plastic with carbon fiber. So it's just crazy the way stuff's heading.
Yeah, I'm seeing someone talk about carbon fiber drive shafts and stuff. Like, that's crazy.
Robin Hood.
Yeah. Our new car actually has the ability to lane trace assist. Like, you've probably seen some cars that have like dynamic radar cruise control, and the ability, if you start to go out of your lane, it will like vibrate the steering wheel or the seat and steer you back to the center of your lane. Well, this actually has the ability to trace an imaginary line between you and the car in front of you to keep you in pace. But if that car doesn't exist, it can actually sense the difference between the edge of a road where the gravel starts or the grass versus the road. So it's really getting to the point of autonomous driving, which is really neat. Not in the sense that it's going to require, like, you know, the driver just doesn't exist anymore. That's not the case. It's going to be like something called a guardian mode, where like if you're on a long stretch of freeway, like for instance, Japan, it's a lot easier to implement because the roads, like Jay Bishop, you probably noticed how amazingly smooth and clear the freeway system is over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so here, all the roads are all, you know, they're torn up in certain places. It depends what state you're in. There's construction going on. Some of the lines are faded. And so it's harder to implement here because they don't have the consistent structure that they do have in Japan. But as they get that system perfected, it will move over. And so, yeah, pretty cool. A lot of really interesting things going on.
It's funny you say that, Wade, because we drove my wife's car to Alabama for the first time for Thanksgiving. And it's like a 9.5, 10-hour trip, right? So, and about, I want to say about 7 hours into it, over where the speedometer is, it actually gave us a message that said, "You've been driving too long. Take a break." And I was like, "What?"
Yep. We have a system in the car that's like that. It's called a sway warning. And if the longer you're behind the wheel, it's basically saying there's a coffee cup there. And then the coffee cup gets brighter, and then the steam comes out of the top, and it's like you got to pull over and take a break. Not that you have to. It's just warning you because, you know, if you sit behind the wheel, you know, the reality is you get comfortable in a zone. You actually become, whether you think it or not, you actually become less attentive. Because you're actually in a zone as you're driving, so it's good to take a break.
And to be honest, I did perk up after seeing that shit. I was just surprised because I didn't know it would do that.
It's crazy, right?
That long before. Right.
Yeah.
And it was a coffee cup, just like you said.
Your ass got paranoid. He's like, "They watching me."
Hell yeah. Shit.
They got this car bugged. Don't say shit.
You know what freaked me out though, Jay Bishop? Because I was completely off the grid by that point. I was in buttfuck Alabama by then, and it was. Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to say that, but I was off the grid, and I was like, "What?"
Hey, they can see me.
It's time to say goodnight to the chat, y'all.
Peace.
HBS. Good night,
Hey, wait, you need to come to California with us next year.
Yeah, I got, you see, okay, so here's the thing, right? I try to book, you know, I only get so much vacation time, and this October we're planning on going to Korea, but I ain't trying to go to Korea for no week when traveling's like 3 days. So we always book like 2-3 weeks. Like if I got to take a week off of work and not be paid for it, I will do that gladly if I can spend the time with my wife and her family, my married family over in Korea, because man, it's just so cool. It's really cool.
But by summertime, you might not be even be able to go to Korea.
I know Korea's crazy. It's mad hot. We got a crazy person in North Korea. It's nuts. No, don't get me wrong. I can't live in fear neither.
They're already telling dependents not to go there.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I won't be going there in October. I mean, we'll see. But
yeah,
I was telling who was I? I think it was Wide Body I was talking to. I was so sad I missed Chicago, man, because it's like
I missed it too, Wade.
It's like an hour from me, right? Like I'm right up the road in Milwaukee. And I was like, oh man.
Yeah, them creeps showed off in Chicago. They had a lavish ass hotel and everything, man. I missed all of it.
Man.
They even had custom ghosts.
Yeah, lavish machines, all that type of stuff, man.
Well, Wade, if you can make it to Oakland or San Fran, wherever we're going to be at
in the summer, you're saying?
Yeah, summertime.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best to. I'm gonna make it work somehow. Definitely gonna get up, and obviously, you know, I'm gonna have more and more stuff. But meaning that the longer that it's put off, you know, I'm steady working now. I'm back in this music thing. I'm in it full time. So I'm trying to.
That's what's up.
I got. What do I got? I think I got one more beat I can play.
Once you know that, I got a commercial from the sponsor.
I think this is just a little loop that.
Don't be modest. I think this is just a little loop.
Trying to get my groove back, you know.
You got it back.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm working on it.
You ain't lose nothing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Really though, that's real talk.
No, some real shit.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, man.
Doing it on one of the best machines out there. You already know that machine.
Right. Good night to the chat.
Good
DJ
night.
Clark.
Good night.
Stage LA. Yona. Who else? DJ Reg, Jamari Mack. BS Filter, Sizzles. I think this CP is with us now. Who else is in there? Willie Evans. Shout out to Willie.
Yeah, well, man.
Who else? I think that's it.
Gadget.
Yeah. See y'all next Friday.
Peace to kill.
Peace.
Hey, Gadget.